Any nigga who born in 90, you don't know Jordan. Shut up.
Facts.
Right.
You don't know Michael fucking Jordan.
Yeah.
If you was born in 88, you don't know Michael fucking Jordan. You don't know what you was watching at 11 years old, dog. Shut up. Right? So Kobe was your GOAT.
Yeah.
Because you got to see what it really looked like.
Get him drafted in 96.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You really get to see, okay, so you're old enough to understand every movie he's doing, everything. LeBron James in this decade, you take away all the niggas that's over 60 years old speaking on TV, they will never bring up Michael Jordan because he's not real today.
Yeah.
He's real, like we know who he is, but the only people who bring him up is when LeBron James' name gets. That's the only reason Michael Jordan is relevant.
Yep.
Like once LeBron James is solidified, you are the GOAT. Jordan swindles. That's why niggas is like, yo, why nobody talk about Kobe being the great? Because he got surpassed already.
Yep.
There's no point in talking about number 3. It's only 1 and 2 now.
Yep.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. Y'all know we go live every Sunday noon Eastern time to talk about the game of basketball. Because yes, we're basketball fans. Although it is kickoff Sunday, we don't care. We talking about the game of basketball. Because this week, Gilbert Arenas set the blaze, put everybody on fire. When he talked about Michael Jordan, he talked about Kobe Bryant, he talked about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He brought up a whole slew of comments that got everybody upset, and in particular, and when he said that Michael Jordan is not relevant unless you can compare him to GOAT James. And that is the motherfucking facts. That is just the facts. So shout out to everybody in the comments. We see everybody here. Peace and blessings, y'all. What's good? We gonna get this going. We know everybody's that's in the building. Shout out to Brandon. What up, Brandon? What's good, brother?
What's good, everybody?
All right, and we also got my boy Craig King in the building. Shout out Craig King. What's good, bro?
What's good, everybody?
All right, and we also know T Perfect. Shout out to T Perfect, who is football ready today. Patriots fan, representing for his team. Shout out to you.
Let's go.
And obviously we got King John in the building. Shout out to you. Peace and blessings, brother. What's good?
Hey, Chicago Bears, game 1. Caleb Williams, here we come.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All this nonsense talk. Either way, we talking basketball today. So y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel. We also going live on the FYF Sports Debate. So shout out to Lamont and them over there on FYF. Y'all know what to do best. But we going to have a great show today, and we going to enjoy ourselves on a Sunday afternoon. If you ain't got your fantasy team set up, go ahead and set it up now, because once this show going, you might forget about it at 1 o'clock. So what's good, Brandon? What we got for these folks today?
All right, so I guess we're gonna start with Craig first, because he want to talk about what Gilbert had to say.
Yes, so indeed. Yeah, yes, we have Craig. Of course, y'all know what's up. Shout out to you, Craig. We're gonna start today off. Y'all know how this works, man. We gonna do the checks and balances with Craig, because Craig don't play no game. Shout out to you, Craig.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Sir, now that you've got your check, do you plan on quitting your job driving this truck?
Truck driver? I ain't no truck driver. That's right, baby. I just bought this truck straight cash. I'm rich, biatch.
So here you get on the take with Gilbert Arenas basically saying Jordan's only relevant when people is talking about LeBron, which is ironic because he had a whole episode about Michael Jordan. People call it Anthony Edwards, the next Michael Jordan. So I don't understand how that came out. This is just clickbait. They're doing this. Everybody's doing it. This GOAT debate makes money. So they're going to keep saying things to keep us entertained. I learned that a long time ago, a while ago, when Skip Bayless went out and said stuff he's been saying. I know everything is about money. So this whole thing about the GOAT debate and this Michael Jordan on your relevant LeBron James is because it generates clicks, it generates income, it generates money. So yeah, that's it. That's it. So it's ironic that how people can say he's only relevant when LeBron, when he, like I said, he literally, people would just call him Anthony Edwards like the next Michael Jordan. So unless Anthony Edwards and LeBron James is the opposite or something, that word's linked, then I don't understand how y'all keep them relevant more than LeBron James.
All right. So okay. Craig came firing. Shout out to you, Craig. We heard you right there, Craig. So you heard what he said.
Terrible take, Craig. Because we all know that Michael Jordan is only relevant because of LeBron James. We all know this. We all know it is. So if someone's comparing him,
it was LeBron whole James.
I mean, it's fine to compare somebody like Anthony Edwards playing like Michael Jordan is not going to push the needle. Just like someone shooting a shot like Reggie Miller, that's not going to push the needle.
It wasn't to the people who was trying to make him. He was. It was a whole bad thing about LeBron. I mean, Michael Jordan and Anthony Edwards. It wasn't. No, LeBron had no mentions in that.
Okay, but that's not going to push the needles. The only reason Michael Jordan has been relevant
over LeBron James.
I would
have been like, I would have been on him if you said you.
But can we say though, Craig? Can we say that the only reason you guys say Anthony Edwards was related to Michael Jordan?
Never said that.
No, okay, I'm just saying that the only reason that he was actually related to Jordan to some sense was because he beat somebody that LeBron couldn't beat, or supposedly was 1-8 against the last two playoffs because he beat the Joker.
I was saying I was Michael Jordan's son.
Until LeBron beat him. So. Until he couldn't win a championship no more.
Yeah, if LeBron James never played in NBA, there wouldn't be much talk about Jordan. Like they would just say Michael Jordan the greatest, like they did before, but it wouldn't be a topic. It's a topic now because of LeBron James, and that has always been the case for over 15 years, probably longer than that. Even if you go anywhere, if you talk about LeBron James, you have to bring up Jordan. If you bring up Jordan, you have to bring up LeBron James. And we always say that. Yeah, we always say it because Michael Jordan.
That. If someone would say Jordan, someone would bring up LeBron, just like if someone say LeBron.
Just like when we say LeBron James is the greatest scorer of all time. What do you guys do? Bring up Michael Jordan. Every time we say something about LeBron James, someone's always bringing up well, this cannot be a GOAT debate. Why are you bringing up Bill Russell? Why are you bringing up Wilt Chamberlain? It's only LeBron and Jordan. Like, who the hell said that? Why is that a thing?
It's 1 and 2. He literally the whole video you just clamoring for. He literally just said 1 and 2.
That's because you cannot talk about LeBron James. His fans will not let it. Jordan fans would not let LeBron James just stand on his own.
What, half of what Gilbert said? You're not going to take the whole thing? He literally said nobody, like Kobe instance, he said nobody talk about third because it's 1 and 2. So basically he's saying it's between LeBron and Jordan. So how is it?
For what, the greatest?
Yeah, like y'all literally showed the video saying that.
But you literally just disagree with Gilbert, right?
I do disagree with him.
So that means he don't have to take his whole statement into. I mean,
he's defending the statement.
He's defending that the relevancy of Jordan.
You cannot talk about LeBron James without someone bringing up Jordan. That's just simple as it is. Like, we don't need to talk about Jordan. We don't need to talk about Jordan because LeBron stands on his own. Michael Jordan does not stand on his own. That's the problem.
How many episodes we have with dedicated to Kobe Bryant?
We talked to you about Kobe Bryant before.
Episodes we have dedicated to Bill Russell.
Matter of fact, wait. I'm not gonna lie. Our most viewed show, I believe, is a Kobe Bryant episode.
Yeah.
When Rashard McCants.
Yeah, the most viewed post, and that was. I
think so.
Yeah,
All right. So how many episodes you had dedicated to Michael Jordan?
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one.
My point exactly.
No, but
Jordan fans. It's
because of Jordan fans.
It's
Perfect.
not because we want to talk about them. We have to talk about them.
I mean, perfect example. Shout out to Zero. Thank you, sir, for representing us and being a long-time GOAT James Kingdom member. He said, peace, GJK. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel. He said, we also appreciate you, Zesty Jeffries, for the engagement. Y'all always come through. We know we got Zesty Jeffries involved, so we gotta support them and give them content, though. You know what I'm saying, Craig? Like, we gotta make sure they are satisfied because they want to talk about Jordan as well. But they don't want me and Brandon to talk about Jordan. But they want us to talk about Jordan. Trust me, they want to do that all the time.
We talk about LeBron James for 2 straight hours, how great he is. And they will constantly bring up Michael Jordan. Like they always do. Like they always do. That's just how it is.
I mean, we could even bring it up to the people that's come up and to try to prove if Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
What do? Bring up LeBron James. The first sentence.
The first
sentence is about LeBron James.
The first.
Bill Chamberlain is the GOAT. You never had someone come up here and explain why Bill Russell's the GOAT. You never had someone come up here and explain
We
why.
have never had someone come up and explain why Michael Jordan is the GOAT as well. So you put that up there.
Had so many people come up here and say why Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
Well, all right. Let's start off with our most recent challenger to the GJK, exposing GJK. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, we give folks an opportunity to prove that Michael Jordan.
It's just LeBron and Jordan. I've never seen no one come up here and explain why Wilt was the GOAT, why Russell was the GOAT, why anybody else was the GOAT.
Well, I did do 2 separate shows on each Wilt and Kareem on why they should be the GOAT. I've done it because I'm a basketball fan. But let's let a Zesty Jeffrey show us how he represents and shows how Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom platform, as we will have Rel Lamont, and he's going to explain to us why Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball. So, Rel, you got a minute for your first round. Go ahead and explain why Michael Jordan's the GOAT. When you start, your minute begins.
Jason Terry, JJ Barea. I'm done.
He said he's done.
6 losses. Nobody remembers the number 2 team, bro. So y'all just going off stats and all that shit. You can't lose 6 times and be the greatest. It's absurd, dog. Jordan was never the number 1 scorer of no time to be the greatest. LeBron had the past stats. It's niggas in the league with triple-double averages on his watch. People with more rings on his watch while he was the king. But yeah, he's the king. The LaFainting GOAT. You got it.
But what that got to do with my statement when people come up here and explain why other players are the GOAT?
I'm just saying, other people. You've explained why Michael Jordan's your GOAT. We know that, Craig. You've done that.
There's other people involved about the GOAT debate, but y'all never have anyone else come up and explain why Bill Russell or other players y'all clamoring for should be in the GOAT debate.
Who's clamoring for LeBron James the GOAT?
Yeah, LeBron is the GOAT. That's why, because we could prove LeBron's the GOAT. Because we could prove LeBron is the GOAT. That's why, over all of those guys.
But you say it's between all the players. You just literally said it's about all the players, but yet you've never had someone give you an actual articulate why Wilt Chamberlain's the GOAT.
No one can. LeBron's the GOAT. You're proving our point. LeBron's the GOAT. That's why. You cannot.
Yeah, but the thing is that when
that's why.
No, but they only could explain why Jordan's great comparing him to GOAT James. They don't do that by comparing him to everybody like how we do. They only do it to compare him by GOAT James.
Because LeBron's the GOAT.
I mean, we even had NMB Sports try to do it. Let's show what NMB Sports said when he was trying to prove Michael Jordan's the GOAT.
All right. This all boils down to LeBron. I've done this before. The LeBron and the Michael Jordan argument is of 2 different sides, right? There is the side that appreciates accumulation of stats over a long period of time that makes someone have more of a raw number, right? There's the other side of the coin that says peak matters. What did you do at your best? How good was your good? Michael Jordan's peak, the way he dominated the game, is unlike anything LeBron has ever done so far, right? And it's really not even close if you're just arguing peak versus peak. LeBron's peak is nowhere near Jordan's. That is essentially where the differentiation lies, right? I believe most fans, objectively, whether you're in a city that's never won a ring, you're just a fan of the game, a coach, a manager, what would you rather have? Someone who is maybe third to fifth best at any kind of category throughout his lifetime, but never reached the peaks? Or would you have a slightly shorter career, but you got up to the peak in terms of a peak that no one's ever seen, right?
Again, he compared Michael Jordan to LeBron James to make Michael Jordan the GOAT. That's how he did it. I don't know how Jordan's peak make him the GOAT. Brandon, how does Jordan's peak make him the GOAT?
Well, I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, his peak is not better than Wilt's, so it's kind of hard for me to even take that argument seriously.
They told him that on TV. I mean, let's end the conversation.
And then look, this is what they say. Stop comparing GOAT James. Stop comparing Michael Jordan to Choke James. Nobody's doing that. You guys are doing that. That's what we keep telling you. You guys cannot explain why Michael Jordan's the GOAT without mentioning LeBron James. I mean, it's so bad that we had one explain it perfectly to us. We had somebody else show up. This is another Facebook troll. Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook. We are live on Facebook as well. So shout out to all the Facebook people in our Facebook group. But we had one in our Facebook guys come up, and this was his explanation to why Michael Jordan was the GOAT when we gave him a chance.
You didn't do a good job at all. So what did you say that made Michael Jordan the greatest player of all time? What one point did you see that made Michael Jordan the greatest player of all time?
Well, I was going to get, or maybe I'm going about this wrong, but I'm saying better than LeBron. So maybe.
Okay, but okay. Well, yeah, we understand you think LeBron is not better than Jordan, but we want to know why you think Michael Jordan is greater than everybody in the history of the game. But what point did you state that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time?
Well, I think what you guys have done is you guys have established that LeBron James is what you think the greatest player of all time, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the Michael better than LeBron, right?
Okay, so you're saying that Michael Jordan is not the greatest player of all time. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
okay,
Michael.
Okay. All right. That's not what you're saying. So let's just go to round two, and round one, that's a F minus.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit.
They win at the end of that movie.
Oh, that was the best.
Oh, that was so great. Y'all listen. I don't know what to say because again, we can only talk about LeBron James, but all we're gonna get is Zesty Jeffrey's in the comments. And they're gonna come to try to compare LeBron to Jordan and try to explain why LeBron can't be called the GOAT because Michael Jordan did this, that, and the third. They're the ones who try to keep Jordan relevant.
Like when someone says Jordan's the GOAT or say something, what then turns out is that they'll see, because I noticed that they'll see something like a meme or something where someone will compare what Jordan did to LeBron, and then they'll use that as a rebuttal and try to come up here and explain why Jordan GOAT based off a meme or something about whatever LeBron might have more than Jordan is, because they go right to the negativity of both him and LeBron. I've noticed that because it's it said Jordan's the GOAT because LeBron didn't do this or LeBron. It's because of those memes. I see there's a lot of memes comparing Jordan to LeBron that there is comparing Jordan to any other player.
They only compare him to LeBron. That's the problem.
You don't need to.
No, but there's more players being compared to Jordan than there is being compared to LeBron. I'll tell you that much.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, you cannot compare LeBron to anybody. I mean, who the hell does what LeBron does? I mean, no one does what LeBron. It's impossible. Yeah, it's impossible. Like you could, like Harold Miner, you compare him to Jordan.
Well, they compared Ben Simmons to LeBron. The next big point forward.
Yeah, for
you see how that
about a half a game, and we figured that's like no, that's not possible. Yeah, you cannot compare LeBron. There's no one like him. Even today, there's no one like him. I mean, he's 39, and there's still no one in the NBA comparable to him at this moment.
I'm just saying.
No. I mean, he's 39. A 39-year-old LeBron, there's still no one comparable to him at 39. It's definitely not no one at 25, 26, but at 39, there's still not another player. We saw that in the Olympics.
MVP.
I mean, so there is this Jordan. It's not a Jordan page. It's a Bulls page. So if you go to diehard Chicago Bulls, they have like almost a million followers. All they do is talk about LeBron James. An hour. This is yesterday. 4 hours, LeBron James. 6 hours, LeBron James. 7 hours, LeBron James. Another 7 hours, LeBron James. 10 hours, LeBron James. 11 hours, LeBron James.
Pretty solid points over there.
LeBron James. It's just all LeBron James. It's just all they cannot, even in a Chicago Bulls page, you need to talk about LeBron James to keep Michael Jordan relevant.
Go to the LeBron James fans and Michael Jordan haters club united. I bet you see a whole bunch of Jordans.
So Arenas is a complete clown. Okay, like that's what he says is for clickbait. He's a shock jock. Like sometimes he purposely surrounded himself with a chamber of equally clueless individuals.
But Travis, it's true, right?
Huh?
But it's true, right?
No, it's not true. No, so there's people who like a certain player, like Kareem or Russell or Jordan or whoever, Kobe. It's their favorite player, and then there's people who actually know basketball. Arenas he realizes that, and so he's saying that there's the only time it's relevant. He's talking about all those people who just started watching the NBA. They latch onto a narrative, and that's all they can talk about. They don't talk about. He's not addressing people like all of us and maybe the people in chat who've actually gone back and done research. They have their top 5, top 10 list based on their good criteria they've come up with. They've done the research. They've looked at the footage. They've looked at all the stats. That's why Jordan's relevant, because he's a top 3 player at worst. I mean, I don't care if you don't say he's the GOAT or whatever, but if you're objective and you look at his impact and his overall resume, you're a clown if you don't have him at least top 3. So that's why, I mean, he'll never say that to you, though. He's just going to harp on an area where, like, every single week where he just has another clown take. But he knows what he's doing. He's appealing to a very selective demographic who just hears these buzzwords and like, oh my God, they'll tune in and be like, yeah, facts. Oh my God, he's exposing them. But all he's really exposing is the small, again, maybe not even small, but the people who actually don't know basketball or just have a favorite player. That's it.
So,
all right, Travis, I have a question. So, remember when Kobe was in his prime in the 2000s? Was there talk about Jordan every day?
Yeah, and the reason why is because no one
there were not.
Yeah, there was.
They would not talk about Jordan every day. They did not talk about Jordan every day.
You must not have been watching basketball then.
I was definitely watching basketball and playing basketball. They did not talk about Jordan every day. This just started in the 2000 and like 2000.
Social media made everything accessible. So now you talking to strangers where you
constantly comparing Kobe to Jordan. What?
People in your neighborhood.
When? Now, but not back in the day.
There was
John Sally had a take about Kobe being better than LeBron.
Every game, especially from 08 to 10, all the announcers were like, "Oh my gosh, shades of Mike. What do you think Kobe can do to pass Mike? He's about to get ring number 5." All these things, like every single time, it was Mike, Kobe. I didn't put too much stock into it because, I mean, Kobe was.
So you said in 2008.
2008 through 10. That's where you saw it, like high up.
Okay, so majority of the 2000s they didn't really talk about Jordan because everyone he was solidified as the greatest player ever. There's no need to talk about him. There's no need to bring him up because he was already the greatest.
Was there a player that was challenging his resume up until LeBron did it recently?
Okay, yeah. So there was no need to talk about Michael Jordan every day. So you're proving our point.
But that's the thing you were saying. But hold on, wait. But Travis, you were saying this, and shout out to Darnell Heitch. He said, "Why is it every time someone in the media or a former player say anything positive about LeBron, they are called a clown or an idiot? Because at the end of the day, you're talking about resume, but this is what Gilbert Arenas said about y'all and trying to use the resumes for the GOAT debate."
Now, this is what is messed up in history. We see that list. 19-time All-Star.
Yep.
total rebound champ, 6-time NBA champ, 11-time all defensive, rookie of the year, 6-time MVP, 2-time scoring champ, 4-time block champ, 15-time all NBA, all rookie team, don't matter, 2-time finals MVP, right? And they gave Jordan the GOAT.
That fucked up all the credibility.
They gave Jordan the GOAT in 89-90 with not one championship. Right here, you broke the code. You broke the code that said none of this shit matter. So stop using it then.
Because you're not using these metrics.
You didn't use it when you removed Kareem. You didn't use it when Bill Russell got moved. You didn't use that shit against Magic Johnson and Bird. You removed these dudes from the GOAT debate because of how Jordan looked.
So what is he talking about then?
Is that a clown take? Travis?
Well, the clown take, the part of it that's clown is that he said he's using the word they very ambiguously. He's not talking about me or Craig or John or anyone else. He's talking about these guys, or he might have seen some article that said, oh my God, Jordan's like repeated or whatever, so he's probably the GOAT. Like some biased media hack back in the day. He's not actually going to sit down with someone who knows basketball and is unbiased and have a quick conversation because he'll get exposed. He'll like bring up all the things like, okay, cool. So here's why we have Jordan's GOAT. Great. He mentioned Kareem's resume, but he's not going to mention the fact that Jordan has 4 more finals MVPs or has a better ratio when it comes to all NBA selections for his career, or better ratio for all defensive selections by year. Like
he was saying that prior to winning the title. That's what he was talking about.
And so yes, anyone who said Jordan was the GOAT prior to the end of his career basically was just a biased fanboy, because his resume at that point did not compare to Kareem's or Bill's or Wilt's or anyone like that. So that was a bad take on whoever said that, but they use that. People like Arenas just use that to push their narrative and love every Jordan fan into that.
That's what was going on, Travis. That's not a. He was talking about what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that wasn't what was going on, Travis. You really gonna say that, Travis? That's what's not.
Okay, so you were touring the street asking everyone if they thought Jordan was the GOAT in 93.
Yeah, I mean, we could
93 though. He was talking about 90.
Got you sitting outside right in front of you.
Especially 90. I don't care. Like it's wrong for someone who said Jordan the GOAT at that point because he was not. There was no case for him.
That's our take.
What Arenas does not mean that. He means everyone. And so then, because he's going to parlay that into stats don't matter, total resumes don't matter, he's going to apply that to his debate because he thinks that every Jordan fan thinks that.
I don't know how y'all trying to defend his take when Gilbert also says that Jordan is his GOAT and he believes Jordan is still the GOAT after all of this.
Because of sneakers. He said it. It's because of sneakers.
It's his reasoning, but y'all up here defending his.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But he's saying it. But that's not your reasoning. That's not your reasoning. You don't think Jordan's the GOAT because of sneakers. So you can't agree with him on that note. That's a more clown take than anything. Because at the end of the day, they were putting the greatest of all time or the best player ever on Michael Jordan's statue in 1994, and Michael Jordan approved of all of this.
So October 31st, 1994, the statue was installed at the United Center, right? 94. So at this time,
three rings.
Mm-hmm. He was already deemed on the statue. It says greatest player of all time.
There was an article in 89
with 3 rings.
89, he was the greatest man to ever touch a basket. 89.
But the fact that they just went and etched out a statue, bro, and on the foot of the statue it says greatest of all time with 3 rings. Meanwhile, Kareem got 6. You get what I'm saying?
That's what I said. It's you only using it. See, they're only using it to keep somebody away when the person that's they're blocking didn't have it at all when he did it.
I don't know. He said some more controversial stuff throughout that whole interview. He opened up a lot. Gilbert Arenas was not playing with y'all.
He's right about that. There were people in media that were talking about trying to make Mike the consensus GOAT at that point, but the people who were at that point, I can guarantee you they weren't on board with that because that was just after, especially the time for me, in 90. That was when Magic was still winning MVPs. That's right after Magic had 5 chips and was going to the finals again for the 10th time. That's after Bird was about to retire. Those guys had far better GOAT cases at that point than Michael Jordan. So did Kareem and guys like Bill Russell, hell, like Dr. J, Moses Malone. Those guys all had better resumes than Michael Jordan at that point. So, I mean, if he's talking about some people who were huge, like Nike guys or whatever, who were trying to push the narrative.
But all right, let me ask y'all this: Did Kareem have a statue before Jordan?
Maybe, I don't know.
Probably and did they put GOAT on Kareem's statue?
They should have. Kareem was the GOAT. Who could be the GOAT now?
I think Kareem would have told him to remove it.
Kareem probably told him.
What about Wilt? We know on Wilt's statue he doesn't have it on his statue because he didn't play long enough for any team for them to do it. But is it on Bill Russell's statue? Does Bill Russell have a statue? He has to have a statue as well, correct?
Wilt don't have a statue in Philly.
TD Garden.
He does. I believe he does. He does. Yes, Wilt Chamberlain, but it's a small one. They're all the same size. Like they're all none of them.
It's the AI one. It's the AI one.
Yeah, it's just about the same size as AI. And mind you, AI 6'1", Wilt Chamberlain 7'.
AI is just to scale though.
So Jordan was basically the first one to put the best player ever on his own statue.
And he co-signed it. He co-signed it. So
brave that himself.
He co-signed it. Just like you co-signed his shoes.
Can't tell me Jordan didn't approve it. You can't put his name on nothing without his approval. It's a gross just throw out of business here in Chicago because they put his name on something. He sued them out of business.
Mm-hmm.
But this was 93. Their laws was different.
No.
This was his retirement statue. He said he wasn't never going to play again. So of course he gonna allow that to happen.
Also, everyone in the chat, let's get those questions going. Let's get something going I can put in my segment here because you guys are just doing reactionary things right now. Think of something good.
They are hurt. They are really hurt. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Again, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become a member of the channel. We are going live on the FYF Sports Debate channel as well. We're live on Facebook. We're live on IG, Twitter. We're all over the place. This is the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. We are sitting here talking about how Michael Jordan is not relevant unless you compare him to LeBron James. That's basically the truth. We've proved that because we've had people come up and do the same thing. They can't tell us why Michael Jordan is great. In fact, I think I got a clip here of Michael Jordan. Somebody was asking Michael Jordan a question, but they were talking about how he was the greatest player ever in '93, since y'all just saying who was saying Michael Jordan was the GOAT. Let me see if I got the right footage.
Were you a gifted athlete early?
I was a late bloomer. I wasn't
late.
Yeah, I was good in baseball, quite frankly, because I started baseball when I was 6 years old and I played all through high school, but my basketball skills developed real late, and my height and everything started to come a little bit later than most normal people.
Were you widely recruited?
No. I was late, as I said, but earlier it was strictly by my coach pursuing certain colleges to try to get me in. And I know it was written that my biggest thrill was to go to UCLA, and I wrote to UCLA about coming out and seeing him, but I wasn't that big so that they would know who I was or whatever. And Virginia was one of the schools on the East Coast that I wanted to go play with.
All right, that's not the footage I was looking for. I was trying to find the footage. That's Michael Jordan explaining how he wasn't great in high school like LeBron James and Kareem was.
He was good, though. He was good. He was good. He was good. He was good. He was running up to Mr. Basketball.
I think I got, let me see here. I know I got some footage of Michael Jordan. Somebody was talking about how he was great and he retired, and it was a Zesty Jeffrey calling up Michael Jordan. Oh my God! Hold on. Let's do this.
I have seen an interview when someone told him that he's the greatest player of all time, and he didn't say nothing about it. He just agreed with it. Like Michael Jordan believes he was the greatest ever, which is nothing wrong with that. But this narrative that he didn't think that is ridiculous.
LeBron thinking to go. I don't know why people mad that he called himself the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. Like
I wouldn't call nobody else the GOAT if I'm playing in the sport.
Yeah, you should think that.
I mean, Why would you? I mean, why wouldn't you believe you the
Like,
GOAT?
I wouldn't be mad if LeBron came out and say he was the GOAT. I wouldn't say the same shit too about
I don't blame him neither. I don't blame him. When you're great, you're gonna say you're great. You can't. Come on, man. Like I don't get it.
that old saying goes.
All right, shout out to Jimmy Lee. This guy be on our Facebook group setting it on fire. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you and what you do in the Facebook group. He be dropping all kind of memes and posts and Facebook that be getting people upset for sure. That is for sure. Shout out to you, man, for sure. But I mean, I'm just saying, like LeBron James, we could only talk LeBron James, and all we're gonna get is a bunch of Zesty Jeffreys that's gonna comment, because that's what they love to do best. They love to comment. Even when we put the link up, we know they're not even gonna step up to the plate. Travis is over there destroying them in the comments as well. So, like they just don't want to talk the game of basketball, but they want to tell us Michael Jordan's the GOAT. But they really can't even explain why Michael Jordan is the GOAT at all without saying something about LeBron James. Because like Brandon just showed all those posts from those Michael Jordan fan page. Y'all don't find us in those pages. We don't be over there bothering Michael Jordan when they say Michael Jordan's the GOAT. But why do they have to bother us? Why can't we say LeBron's the GOAT without Michael Jordan being mentioned at all?
What if Gilbert Arenas' point was for Jordan fans to come up with better arguments for why Jordan was the GOAT? Because he brought up other players like Kareem. He said LeBron is the only reason Jordan is relevant. So if you were trying to explain to me why Jordan's the GOAT, and the whole time you're talking about LeBron, maybe his point was, hey, when you want to explain why Jordan's the GOAT, explain why Jordan's the GOAT, not why LeBron's not the GOAT.
All right, so we'll do this. We'll explain how Michael Jordan's not better than LeBron or Kareem based off their high school career. What you got for us, Brandon?
You want me to explain why Jordan isn't better than them in high school?
Yeah, no, that's a part of the GOAT conversation, right? It's a part of being great, right? If we can include sneakers in the conversation, why can't we include how great somebody was as a high school player? We just heard Jordan explain how he was writing UCLA and they were ignoring him. Can you imagine LeBron James writing to college and they ignore him?
I mean, LeBron as a sophomore, they wouldn't ignore him.
The reason why LeBron picked up a basketball. So you can say all the shit you want about how Jordan played basketball.
Well, what about Kareem? Kareem was before Jordan. Kareem was before Jordan. I got Kareem ahead of Jordan now. I want to see how Kareem did. Go ahead, Brandon. Let's show them. Come on, Brandon. Stop playing with him. Go ahead. Let's show it to him. Jordan wasn't doing this in high school.
I mean, what LeBron did in high school. I know everyone wants to say Kareem is the greatest high school player of all time, but the stats and accolades just do not say Kareem. They say LeBron James.
Did Kareem get cut? Let me see if I see that.
That's only a Jordan thing.
They said, can we include? They said adding high school is ridiculous. He said, why can't we add the college careers? If you add the college careers, it's still not going to be Jordan. Look, that's them.
Bring up Bill Russell in rings.
But that's what I'm saying. Right there, they believe by adding college.
Y'all mad that these Jordan fans use the same goddamn argument to help and just
because LeBron and Mike.
You literally just said it. If you bring up college, it still ain't gonna help Jordan.
And not against Kareem.
But
it'll help him against LeBron. Yeah, that's the point. It'll help him against LeBron. It's only compared to LeBron. But when it comes to Kareem, it don't help them against Kareem.
I mean, like they bring up rings for only LeBron versus Jordan and use Jordan stats versus everyone who has more rings than him.
That's that.
And then they're upset at us for using stats for LeBron. Like, you guys are hypocrites. You do exactly the same thing, but we do it better.
No, what it is, people bring up what Jordan did, and y'all use a player that has. They bring up the MVPs. Well, Kareem got it. Y'all bring up people. Yeah, I literally say all they say is 6-0. That has nothing to do with LeBron. But now we can't say nothing. People can't say nothing about Jordan without bringing up LeBron. So which is it? Is it the 6-0 that y'all?
Can you say something without bringing up LeBron? No. Okay, go, Craig. Say something without bringing up LeBron. How great Michael Jordan is. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Jordan got
And
the most finals MVPs in NBA history.
He do.
Okay.
He daddy
And the crazy part about what you just said, nobody ever says. Nobody ever says he has the most finals MVPs ever. Nobody. Which he does. Which record I don't think is ever going to be broken.
Is that all?
Yeah. Well, we keep going. Oh yeah, I could go on.
Yeah. Keep going, Craig. Keep going. We want to hear from the biggest Jordan fan.
Yeah, he was the only rookie to lead his team in 4 out of 5 major statistical categories. Second season, he wasn't able to play the game. He wasn't able to play the 82-game season because he broke his foot. Came back, and then of course he had the playoff record of the 3-point game. Although he lost, that record still stands today. Third season, breakout season, fully healthy, averaged 37 points. They said he's the only player to lead his team in points, blocks, and steals in the season, averaging 37 with almost 3 steals and almost 2 blocks a game. Third, well, we know what the fourth season is. The highlight, this is the reason why Gilbert went crazy. Well, we know what the 87-88 season. Only player to average 30 points and win a Defensive Player of the Year. Only player to win every All-Star MVP ever in a season. 88-89. Okay, they kept calling him. This is how great he is. They call him a chucker in 37. They said all he do was play offense. He was like, you know what? I must focus on defense. Instead of averaging 37, he averaged 35 and won Defensive Player of the Year award. Like, come on now, who does that? And then 88-89, they said, all he does is score. You know what? I'm going to facilitate. In the last couple of games, I'm going to start doing triple-double. 30-point triple-doubles here and there. I can facilitate. Boom. Oh, so 89-90, he said, he scores, he does all this, but what he going to do to teams? Can he lead teams to finals? He got close. A game 7 to the Eastern Conference Finals, lost to the NBA Championship. That's not bad. Well, you know what happened in '91? He won everything. What do you mean stat pad? He started winning. I'm about to get to the winning point. So, 91, league MVP, scoring champion, all-team first defense, all NBA, NBA champion, finals MVP. 91. 92, I could say 91, 92 the same season. I could just repeat what I said in 91 because he did it in 92. That's how great he is. All the accolades he did in the 91, he said, you don't believe someone could do that? I'm going to do it in 92. And so in 93, they was like, you know what? We can't give you 3 in a row. That's Bird, that's Bill, that's Wilt. No, we're not going to let you do that. We're going to give it to the person you're going to beat in the final. You know, he's like, all right, cool. He can have that regular league MVP. I'm going to get the finals one. It's going to come with a ring. Then he was like, you know what? This shit boring. I'm just great. I'm just going to retire. I'm going to try this little baseball thing. I'm going to give somebody else a chance to win while I take a break. And you know what? They called him one night and was like, hey, yo, we losing money. We need to come back. You're like, all right, I'm coming back. So he come back. He come back still. I wouldn't say he was rusty, but he came back just to see how the league was. Since he came back, okay, he lost. And then he's like, he came back in 95, 96, and the rest is history. Another 3-peat. I don't know. All the greats stop playing a sport, and then they start picking up again. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z was the greatest rapper of all time. He took a break, came back, and did it again. Magic, he retired, he came back. All the greats stop doing something and then pick it back up and do great again. That's some dope shit. That's some dope shit.
Jordan final game was.
Then he buys it. Then he plays for the team he tried to buy. That's some dope shit.
That was decent, Craig. That was decent, Craig. That was decent.
Hey, was that off the top of the head?
That was decent.
Was that off the top of the head? Was that off the top of the head? Was that off the top of the head, or were you just going off of what you saw on The Last Dance? That was a good job. No, that was a good job, Craig. I'm not gonna say nothing. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We see what's going on around here. We're having some fun, man. So as y'all can see, Craig is truly, that's right. Craig is a real NBA fan. Shout out to Craig. Craig don't play no games. Craig love him
The
some
real
Michael Jordan.
fan.
Real
The real
Jordan fan. Shout out to all the real Jordan fans out there doing their thing. Shout out to you, Craig. But we know we like to give some shout outs to actually LeBron fans. So we gonna let John come out here and let y'all know that there are some other LeBron James pages. GOAT James Kingdom is not the only place where you can see where LeBron James is great. There's all kind of content creators out there doing great works, showing LeBron's greatness, because for the last 21 years plus, LeBron has been giving us nothing but greatness, and we have all been witness to it. So we're going to allow John to go ahead and show us who has been representing LeBron James in the greatest light other than GOAT James Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flowers with King John.
Rosebetters!
One of the reasons I like giving out flowers, because at one point it wasn't a safe space for LeBron James fans to be anywhere. And one of the first places was GOAT James Kingdom that allowed a safe space for LeBron James fans. But this is another page. It's on Instagram. The name of his page is LeBron James Center. His original name was LeBron James Posters. He has a total of 146,000 followers. He has 5,787 posts about LeBron James. He also shares a link for LeBron James Family Foundation, LeBron James Foundation, to help others lower privileges for schooling, jobs, and everything that you can think of to help people out of. Some of LeBron James Center highlights. He has multiple posts, with over 1 million views. So I want to give him his shout out, his love. He also posts. He also stamps all his edits with LeBron James Center on his posts as well. So I just want to show him love. I reached out to him a couple of times, and he got back to me once, but he just had got back to me as we was on live. So, but I want to show love to him. LeBron James Center, he has a lot of great views. I want people to go back and go look at his page on Instagram. Check him out. Follow him. Follow what he does. He shows everything. So, hey, LeBron James fans, we out here. We have safe spaces to be. We have people showing LeBron James' career out, and hey, let's continue doing this, and let's not stop showing love to one of the greatest players. No, I apologize. The greatest player of all time, LeBron James.
Muted.
Hey, Johnny, you're muted.
Mike Peak, go ahead and hit that link, and we can go ahead and get you on, because I sent it to you on Facebook. We about to put the link up here shortly for all y'all. Shout out to again to LeBron James Center. Shout out to you, John, for doing that. That was a great take by you, representing the LeBron James fan base and doing a great job. So y'all go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, check out LeBron James Center on IG and other platforms. As y'all see, we already follow them as well. Support what all LeBron James fans do. Shout out to you, John. That was a great take by you. Appreciate you. We're doing big things here in GOAT James Kingdom, y'all. You know what we do best, man. We here to have fun, though. You know what I'm saying? We got some folks in the comments, so we're gonna go ahead and put the link up very shortly here for y'all who want to join us and have a conversation with us. But Travis, did you see anybody that you want to have a conversation with? Anybody want to have a conversation with Travis? It is about that time, because we're gonna go ahead and do that. Travis, are you ready?
Also, definitely ready.
All right, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put the link up for y'all, and we're going to also have what we always have, which is another great segment with Travis. It is called the Chat Bomb with Travis. Shout out to with T Perfect. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Hopefully, you are not the person that gets this actual bomb attack.
We are interrupting our normal programming. The current threat level is critical, meaning an attack is imminent. Civilians are advised to remain indoors. In some urban areas, evacuations are taking place. If you're in one of these areas, police will help you to safety. Follow their orders without question. You should remain indoors until you are told otherwise. You should now prepare for a nuclear strike. You will not be able to leave your location for 14 days after the strike.
I'm never getting tired of that. Okay,
Sorry
guys,
about that.
Oh no, it's all right. We have a pretty. So I would want to start off with a very quick. Yesterday or last week I did 2 quick debunks because didn't really expect to have a lot of questions because it was a new thing. So let's do one very quick debunk this time, and then we'll get to the best and worst take here so far. So the debunk of the day. Let's go ahead and just get this out of the way here because this one's obvious. We get all the obvious ones out. And this notion that LeBron came into, or basically his stats are only what they are, his careers are was what they are because of, or is only what they are because of he played in his soft era, which is ridiculous. LeBron actually came into the slowest paced era, the toughest era, lowest scoring era in NBA history in 2003, right in the middle of it. Really started in 97, continued all the way up until really 2014, where you started seeing an uptick in scoring, uptick in the 3-ball, uptick in efficiency. And that's because it was really just a grinded out, again, half court style setting where that was the focus. That was what they were preaching. That was the skill set teams were kind of building around, is just to be that best. So that a half court dominant juggernaut. And LeBron had to go up against many of those teams. Like you saw some of the best defenses of all time around there. You had like the 04 Spurs, 04 Pistons, like the 07 Bulls. You had just 08 Celtics. You had just so many teams that were focused on defense, shutting down your best player, grinding out top of game. LeBron was thriving in the middle of this. Like he, again, from 08 to 2008, 2010, you could argue that he was, again, that was maybe some of the best 3 years any player's ever had. When he was going to give you 29 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, he's going to dominate every analytic. That is, again, every major analytic that actually measures your impact, how you contribute to your team. He's finishing top 5 or top 2 in DPOY in 09 and 10, and he's finishing top 5 in every like scoring, rebounds, assists. Like he's leading his team in those metrics. Like he was just the best all-around player in the league during that time. There's no question about it. So that was the time where, I mean, he was the best player. I mean, you could argue that maybe a couple of players were on his level during that time, but I don't think there was a better player from 2008, 2010. And that, again, was objectively the hardest the hardest time the league has ever seen as far as scoring. And what's more is the average shooting percentage during that time from 2000 to 2009 was only 44%. LeBron was consistently at 50% or better. So he was going to give you the best numbers in the league. He was going to give you the most well-balanced stat sheet in the league, and he was going to do it on higher efficiency than 90% of the league. Especially people who are taking 18 shots or more a game, the alphas on the team. So that's just a ridiculous take, and that's been completely debunked. I just had to throw my 2 cents in because whatever. I can't believe people still say that. Anyway, best question of the day is, I had to narrow this down to a few good ones here. Hopefully get some better ones as it grows next week. But best question definitely from Blue Bull. Big fan of Blue Bull, by the way. And he said, when did LeBron enter the top 3? And I assume he means all time. So to me, well, he really did that at the end of his 2013-14 season when he was, and also, I mean, he didn't really need that 4th Finals MVP, but I mean, we give that to him. But by that time, he was, to me, a top 5 two-way player of all time. If you look at his stats and analytics, he was dominating. He led the league in analytics, or the second most time only to Michael Jordan. So he was by far the best player in the league from 2008 to 2018. There was no way you can actually say he wasn't, whether you're talking stats, analytics, overall resumes, voted on awards, whatever you want to do it. His resume stacked up I don't think you could make an argument that it was beyond, worse than top 3 to 4. I mean, who is going to have the same combination of, again, defensive accolades, stats, both regular and analytically, again, the MVPs, the finals MVPs, just sheer impact on the team. I don't think you can name, I don't think you can say that there are too many people that were better than that. To me, when I saw that happen and after he won that, after he repeated, to me, it was kind of solidified that was at most, at worst, a top 3 player of all time, just based on the total, because that was his 10th year. And then he just went on to kind of solidify that, in my opinion. So that's really when he entered the top 5 to 3 for me, Blue Ball. Obviously, he's continued to be nothing but excellent since then. And, to me, that's just, when he really did it. And to me, that's when I considered him a top 5, top 3 player of all time. Worst take of the day, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go ahead and say, this is my guy. He's my favorite guy. I love him so much. But, Twin Man, what were you thinking saying that LeBron or Magic Johnson had a better rookie season than Michael Jordan just because he won the Finals MVP? He, for one thing, Kareem should have won that when he was dropping 33 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks a game. Completely missed me with that take. Kareem was robbed of that. Also, Michael Jordan finished top 10 in MVP voting that year as a rookie when he was shooting 28 points per game. I believe he had 6 assists, 7 rebounds, and he was by far a top 3 player in the league offensively and arguably defensively as well. Also, Magic Johnson was playing with the league MVP in Kareem. Michael Jordan's second best player was Orlando Woolridge. So, come on. Did he have a better season as far as the ending result? Sure. But there's no way you can actually say that he had a better season as far as team impact goes, as far as just regular stats go, or as far as how the league viewed him as far as team impact. And analytically, it's not even close. Magic Johnson was nowhere near Michael Jordan's level as far as a rookie season goes. That is a garbage take. But anyway, no hate. You're still my guy. I'm sure I'll hear it from you when you come on. But we'll go ahead and wrap it up right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Travis's chat bomb. He went on ahead and let y'all have it. Y'all know what we do around here, baby. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Shout out to you, Travis. You went on ahead and let them have it. So we'll let the panel come up here. We got a special guest in the building. Shout out to Mike Peak up in the building. We done with the 90s, ladies and gentlemen. What's good, brother? What you got for us today? We talking about how the Zesty Jeffreys only want to talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. They only could talk about Michael Jordan when it comes to LeBron James, and you know that well because you always been poking fun at Michael Jordan, non-left going behind. What's good, brother? What you got for us today?
What's up, man? What's poppin', man? We done with the nights. Can you hear me?
Yes, indeed. We can hear you, brother. What's good?
What's going on, man? Hey, I heard a few people, they talking about it, but you know what? We could just make it simple. The reason LeBron James is the GOAT, if you was to go see anybody respectfully, 18 years after LeBron James, 18 years after LeBron James was born, right? He goes into the NBA and here it is 40,000 points later. Just to make it simple, if you go get LeBron, if you go get Kobe, Jordan, Steph, any of those guys at 18 years after they was born, they weren't ready to take on this responsibility and do the things that LeBron's done. And have that, have such a big impact on and off the court with no issues. With Kobe, we had he was out in Denver and he did that thing, which the conspiracies is high with that because as you can see, Kobe, he got right off. He got off. And then, it's like, the powers that be say, look, we'll get you out. But when we need you to do what we need you to do, and he didn't do it. And then, that's enough, but I ain't gonna get into that. And then you got Magic Johnson. He wasn't ready after high school with stiff knees. He was even stiffer in high school. Larry Bird, they wasn't ready at 18. And then you got the gambling. You got the gambling with Jordan and all that, and he quit. He didn't. People seem to think Jordan retired twice. You know, he retired once. He quit twice and retired once. You know, this man, you know, he's done so much for the game, and he's the truth. That's why he's hated so much. He's the truth.
Nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. Hey, real quick, Mike Peak, you got your YouTube on. You mute your YouTube because you on a different you're on a different window, so your YouTube's giving a background feed as well. So just mute your YouTube on your laptop.
Oh, okay.
All right, and as usual, everybody that comes up on GOAT James Kingdom got to provide us their top 5. Can you tell everybody what's your top 5 greatest players of all time?
Okay, I was getting everything. How's it sound now?
You sound better now. You sound better now.
Better?
You sound better. Yeah, you sound definitely better now. Shout out to you, brother. So can you give us your top 5 right quick so we can get to the to Twin Man and Blue Boats in the building? What's your top 5, Mike?
Top 5 NBA players
of all time.
All time. We go with LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Steph, Shaq, and
That's 5.
That's 5. Okay.
Yeah, that's 5. That's 5. That's LeBron, Kobe, Mike, Steph, and Shaq. So shout out to you for that one. That's they can't argue that one. They can't argue that one. So shout out to you, bro.
We're not gonna argue the fact he sat here and did the same shit y'all just showed videos of Jordan fans doing.
What?
10 minutes. LeBron is the GOAT because no one else could come at 18. Because Jordan was a gambler. Because literally.
That's compared to everyone, though. That compared to everyone. Why was it Jordan? Jordan wasn't the only one he brought up.
We're not gonna do that.
He didn't only bring up Jordan, though. He didn't only bring up Jordan.
We're not gonna do that. We is not gonna do that. He's literally y'all show like 6 videos of Jordan.
Hey, homie, I see you got all
the same shit he just did, and y'all up here cheering for it.
He said that. I'm not even gonna repeat. Go ahead, Mike. Defend yourself, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
My man, I see you done got yourself in the bind because you got all them Jordan shoes behind you. You done spent a lot, and you don't want to lose out on your investment. That's cool, but the thing is, LeBron James, bro, at 18, come on, man. What would it take to be the GOAT? It's got to be some kind of factors other than the bamboozlement of the 90s that the 90s done brought to us. We've been bamboozled. You've been bamboozled. Listen,
so I guess Sean Kemp should be in the GOAT debate. Moses Malone should be in the GOAT debate then, based off you can come in at 18 and then leave straight from high school.
Did Moses Malone come in straight in the lead out of high school and score 40,000 points, brother? No.
He came into high school. You said you came into high school
and had the career. Okay.
So say he's the GOAT, not because he scored 40,000, not because he came in at 18.
Did he? No, but yeah,
because a lot of players came in at 18. Sebastian Telfair came in at 18.
My man, you ain't saying the last part. The last part is he came in at 18, and here it is, 40,000 points later. That's what I said. 40,000 points, championships, MVPs. He's done everything that you can do in the league.
And say that. Don't say because Jordan was gambling, because Kobe had off-court issues. Why are you bringing up other players? Say why he's the GOAT, and not because of what they didn't do, because of what he did. You ain't got to bring up nobody else. LeBron he scored 40,000. That's it.
You just ain't say nothing. That was the whole point. That's the whole point.
No, but if you would have watched the earlier of the show, you did exactly what they was clowning other people for doing. That's why I brought it up.
Okay. Well, listen. Look, this conversation is between me and you. Pete Town, I'm here now. I'm here. Listen, 18 years later, LeBron scores 40,000 points. You know, he gets in the league, and he has this career. The next player will have to come out of junior high school. Okay, he has to come out of junior high to do what LeBron's done. I mean, and then after not only no on or off the court issues, now his son in the NBA. He did that well He was the first Olympian basketball player to carry the torch. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. This LeBron, he's taking care of his body. Come on, man.
So, Mike, you said your top 5 was, I'm sorry, I was like, my Mike, you said it was LeBron,
Kobe, Jordan.
Top 5. I'll go with LeBron, Kobe, Steph, Shaq, and
Jordan Kruger.
So,
can I ask, what's your criteria for ranking like players?
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I did that for the GOAT James Kingdom, and so he asked me, but I really, me personally, I don't sit around and think about top 5 or I just think about who the GOAT is, and the GOAT is LeBron, and everybody else they just good basketball players, but the GOAT is LeBron. I don't get into like top 5, and I just kind of did that for because he asked me, but as you can see, I just didn't come off with it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I don't really get into that. I get into who the GOAT is and why, and that's it. So I can answer those type of questions.
Factual. I listen, y'all already know Mike Peak is a GOAT James Kingdom aficionado. You have been a GOAT James Kingdom approver a long time ago. And you, like you say, LeBron is the GOAT. He talks about LeBron being the GOAT. He watches the games. We just lost him for a little bit. We'll put the link back up for anybody who wants to shut out. But let's let Twin Man get his take in because Twin Man's been patient. They were going in on they were going in on him on the comments. 30's about to speak in a little bit as well. Let's let Twin Man come in. Twin Man, what you got for us, brother? Thank you for joining us. What's up to you, brother?
Oh, so Travis, you tried it, Travis. You tried it. So we gonna have this conversation, Travis. Every time I talk to people who talk about basketball, they talk about the point of basketball is winning. Correct, Travis?
No. Yes. Wait.
Oh.
Yes, that's the point.
The point is winning. I
100%.
understand statistically, Jordan had a dominant rookie season. Rookie of the year, all that shit.
Yeah, my bad. I'm back, man.
Is it more impressive to win Rookie of the Year, or is it more impressive to win an NBA title and a Finals MVP?
It's far more impressive to be carried to a ring by the reigning MVP and top 3 all-time player.
Magic was so really Magic had nothing to do with them winning.
No, he definitely did, but he was like the third best player in the team.
But the whole point of what I was saying is everybody puts the onus on winning. You can't sit here and say Jordan.
Yeah, you back, Mike.
Okay, my bad.
Someone won an NBA title and a Finals MVP in their rookie year. I understood what you were saying, and something told me when I wrote it that way, you were gonna see it and say, "What the fuck?" I knew it was gonna happen, Travis. I knew it, but that's why I said, "Let me come up here. When I come up here, I'll explain it." I understand exactly what you said, and you're not. But if winning is what y'all say is the be all end all of everything, Travis, George's rookie year isn't better than Magic. It's not. He won an NBA championship and a Finals MVP in his rookie year. You just can't. I'm sorry, not better than Magic. But to the topic now. Gilbert Arenas is right, and people are mad at Gilbert Arenas because when he says the thing that he says, they can't disprove it. Again, the media pushed Michael Jordan to be the GOAT in the 80s with nothing on his resume but scoring titles and a couple of MVPs.
And Nike.
They did this. So now when he points out that the only reason, and we've seen it on here, the only time Jordan's name really comes up, I'm sorry, that's my 3-year-old in the background. Only time Jordan names comes up is when you say anything positive about LeBron. Where is he lying? Anybody who says anything positive, Isaiah Thomas, Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, anybody who says anything positive about LeBron James, they immediately try to throw Jordan in your face. Jordan is like that. Jordan is like the Ray Lewis of basketball, bro. He's going to stand in the middle and you can't get around his ass. You just can't get around it no matter how hard you try. You're going to have to sit here and talk about him because that's the only thing they can do. Even though when people prove Jordan's not the GOAT, or people prove they sat here and handed him the title, he didn't earn it, they get mad at you and call you a hater. But I'm done. I'm going to hand it off.
Let me respond to that really fast.
Go ahead.
He's definitely right. I mean, like, there's like a lot of people do that. Like when you're talking about LeBron James, a lot of times they'll just bring up arbitrarily Mike or whoever. But to be fair, a lot of times it's not just saying something positive about LeBron. What they're really saying, and like it's countless examples, they're saying, "Oh, he's the undisputed GOAT. He's the GOAT." But they're not just saying, "Oh, did you see how LeBron like had this great look away pass?" Last night, or like, "Oh, he had a great stat line." That's not when they bring up Michael Jordan. They bring up Michael Jordan when you say, "No, everyone else is below him." They're just like pushing the GOAT debate in your face. That's when they typically bring up Mike. Is like to rebuttal that. Is that the right thing to do? No, but I would say it's very rarely when it's just an offhanded compliment to LeBron that they start raging about Mike.
I don't know why we can't talk about Mike. Let's get Blue Boat in the building. Shout out to Blue Boat. Thank you for joining us, sir. What you got for us today, sir?
Salute to the panel, salute to everybody else. My background noise good?
Now, are you on a laptop or are you on the phone?
No, I'm on the phone. My phone. I just want to know the background noise. Nah, this ain't no robot.
That's Lord. That's the Lord himself. That's the Lord himself. That's the GJK Lord himself. I keep telling y'all, we come every Sunday noon Eastern time to do the Lord's work, and this is Blue Boat, the Lord. Go ahead, Blue Boat. What you got for us?
Go ahead, Blue Boat. I was saying, pertaining to the topic, right? You're saying a lot of people bring up Michael Jordan only to take a shot at LeBron, right? Is that like, the topic? They trying to keep Jordan relevant, whatever. I gotta kind of push back on that a little bit, just a little bit, because thing about it is everything is subjective at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Everybody has a different criteria. What I think is happening, what I think Gilbert Arenas meant by that is, you got a lot of Jordan, over-the-top Jordan fans that they not only have done it to LeBron, because, like I said, I got Mike as the best ever, but I've seen Jordan fans that are claimed to have known the game of basketball itself. They've downgraded Kareem, they've downgraded Magic, they've downgraded Bird, despite the fact that Bird beat him twice in the playoffs. They've downgraded Isaiah, even though I think some of the stuff Isaiah did to Mike, I didn't necessarily agree with, but I think Gilbert Arenas is responding to the fans. He's responding to the fandom of the entire situation. You know what I mean? But then again, you got fandom on both sides. You know what I mean? Because despite that, everything that's in front of us, statistical data, and certain things, certain statistical aspects that favor one player over the other, whatever. You got a whole lot of fanboys out here on both sides. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie. On both sides that are giving rational takes, giving rational BS arguments, you know what I mean? And it's crazy how now you got the media that's like poison basketball narratives. They poison the basketball talking points, you know what I mean? And it's like, and it's affecting everybody, you know what I mean? Nobody has an actual fair criteria. Nobody actually has an actual criteria. I think he's the GOAT because he got that killer mentality or something. Or I think he's the GOAT because I like him as a player. Or LeBron don't got no skill and none of that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, it's like, it's a subjective argument, you know what I mean? It's like both fan bases can have irrational fanboys. That's the way I see it.
The irony to that is, like, everybody, you could ask, majority of people say LeBron became the GOAT when he beat Golden State in 2016. But then the irony of that, they'll say that, and then the first thing they mention is everything he done after 2016. So it's like, how could you say that? I mean, I get it, it makes sense, but how could you say that he was the GOAT in 2016?
But like I said, Once again, it's a criteria. It's a criteria, certain criteria. You know what I mean? It's like people have criteria to where if a certain player meet a certain criteria, that's their goal, or or just by certain things and everything. For me personally, it's a 1 and 1/8 thing argument for me right now, man. You know what I mean? Me personally, because for me, it's like they've done the most in their careers. They've been the most dominant. You know what I mean? If that was Kareem, that would Kareem with a slight edge. Far as like overall resume. You know what I mean? But because the Kareem won in all three stages: high school, college, pros, all that. You know what I mean? You just look at his record and say, damn, this guy that did it all, Kareem. You know what I mean? But as far when you talk about dominance, it's hands down Mike and Bron. You know what I mean? Mike and LBJ for me. So, that's the way I see it.
Google, I got a question for you.
What's up?
What did Isaiah do to Jordan? Because one of the things Isaiah did for Jordan here in Chicago is made it safe for him. His family stayed with Jordan his first 5 years.
Right, I heard about that. What I think but for me, it's kind of hard to put my finger on it, but I think it's from a more of a competitive standpoint. You know what I mean? From a competitive side. You know what I mean? Like, Isaiah, was the spearhead of the Bad Boys, and they knocked the Bulls out, them like 3 years straight, and the hard fouls and all that stuff, and the fact that they beat them 3 years straight. You know what I mean? It's just like, I think it's from an actual competitive standpoint where the resentment comes from. You know what I mean? And it's like that with any other great players. You look at Magic and Bird. Hell, Magic and Isaiah hated each other at one point. You know what I mean? Magic and, David Robinson and Shaq. They hated each other at one point. They were very competitive or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking from a competitive standpoint, the hatred is still there. You know what I mean? And, it goes back and forth. You know what I mean? One's trying to one up the other, whatever. You know what I mean? So, but you do got a point about, Isaiah looking out for Mike during that time. You know what I mean? But for me, that's like off the court thing. I think the resentment is more so like on the court. It's more so on the court, more so off the court. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Mike did some asshole things to Isaiah too. The whole Dream Team thing. I don't know how true that is, but I think Isaiah 1,000% should have been on that team.
Who would you rather have, Isaiah Thomas or Michael Jordan?
Huh?
Who would you rather have on the Dream Team, Isaiah Thomas or Michael Jordan? The man said, "I'm not playing with him."
Man, listen. The best way to do that.
It's fucked up.
No. The best way to do that. Right. But the best way to do that is take the Kristen Laner's ass off there.
But Jordan said he's
take Kristen Laner off there. Kristen Laner, what the hell is Kristen Laner doing on the Dream
Team? He wasn't playing, meaning if he's on the roster, he's not playing. Guess what? Money talks. Money talks. BS will walk.
That's facts.
Guarantee you. If they had offered Mike offered Jordan something lucrative where
Charles Barkley $20,000 for an earring.
Nike probably would have made Michael Jordan go to explain him how much of a promotion would have been available for him to be there. They could have.
That would have trumped any hatred he had towards Isaiah. Trust me, because by the time the early 90s came, Mike was it. The endorsements, the commercials, all that, man. You don't think he would have turned down like an opportunity to expand his brand internationally all because he hated Isaiah? I don't think so.
That man is stubborn like that. I believe so.
No, I don't know about that, Craig. Because to be honest with you,
what would we say? What would we say if LeBron said, "I'm not playing in the Olympics because I can't stand KD"? You know what? If KD's coming, I'm not playing. What would we say?
Or Steph is coming. Exactly. No, but I agree with Blue Boat. Hold on, wait. I agree with Blue Boat because there's no way Jordan's missing the opportunity to do this. There's no way he's missing this opportunity to show off his brand, to show off his greatness, to do all of this stuff, because like he said, there's going to be commercials, they're going to advertise everything. There's no way he's going to avoid that because he hates Isaiah Thomas that much, and he shouldn't even hate Isaiah Thomas. I don't know why he's even mad at Isaiah Thomas. All Isaiah Thomas did was get off the court because he lost. So I don't know why Jordan was even holding that hate so much towards Isaiah Thomas to stop him from going there. So I agree with Blue Boat. So also I want to give a shout out to Gilbert Arenas, who has also shared the live here. Let me go ahead and pull you up. Shout out to you, Gilbert Arenas. Thank you so much. And obviously, thank you for giving us the content this week, because without you talking about Michael Jordan, the Zesty Jeffreys would not be riled up for us to go ahead and talk about why you were actually right about how they cannot talk about Michael Jordan without mentioning LeBron James. We have proven that. But let's let Sturdy get in the building. Shout out to you, Sturdy. I see what you're doing.
That wasn't his point.
Salute everybody. How y'all doing?
Peace. What's good? What's good, Sturdy? I don't know why you have an echo. I don't know why you have an echo, but let me mute everybody for you.
All right, so I'll salute everybody. Shout out to Craig, man. This is why Craig is necessary for calling out the inconsistency shown just now. Shout out to Mike Peake and all that, but like, first of all, that top 5 was trash. Second thing is, I'm kind of shocked that like A Johnny or B Lee didn't push back on the same rhetoric that Mike P was saying. Like it don't make any sense. That man said, when I see LeBron, I just see the GOAT and no one else matters. Last time I checked, in GJK, greatest all time means of all time, meaning including players of throughout history. So I noticed, right? Every single time quote unquote Zesty Jeffrey or dedicated, passionate Michael Jordan fans say similar rhetoric, it gets pushback. But for Mike Pete, he didn't get no pushback.
What's the rhetoric?
Hold on. He said that no one came in as a teenager and was able to stay consistent and score 40,000 points. And how's that not consistent?
What did he say after Travis asked him about his top 5?
He says he doesn't really do a top 5.
He said he doesn't. And then what did he say?
He did because he bases his off of the idea of what he's seen. He doesn't think Wilt Chamberlain's great. He doesn't think Bill Russell and them are great. He doesn't think none of that stuff back then was great. That's why he had Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Steph, and Mike. He only cares about the players who actually could play the game of basketball. He doesn't think the guys from those old days could play. He doesn't think Jerry West is good. He doesn't think Oscar Robertson is good. He thinks LeBron is the greatest we'll ever see, and that's his stance. He's talking about how great LeBron is. When he goes back and show us, the Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar footage, we don't agree with him there, that he thinks that they suck and all that other stuff. That's just because obviously what he's watching now. That's why he says LeBron's the greatest. From what we've seen and what we know, LeBron is the greatest player of all time. But Zesty Jeffreys don't do that. They don't exclude Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They don't exclude the players that they think are better than Michael Jordan, than LeBron and all that. They'd say this whole era sucks. The only reason they got Stephen Curry in their top 10 because he beat LeBron. They can only compare who they like to LeBron James. That's why they'll tell you LeBron's not in the top 10. So Mike Peake is definitely not like a Zesty Jeffrey. He has his own biases. He has his biases. We're not going to say he don't have no biases. But why can't we have biases as LeBron fans? That's the problem. That's why we can't say from 2016's LeBron's the GOAT. Because if we say that, y'all going to bring up stuff that we have to objectively and tangibly measure. So once we do that, it's over for everybody. Whether we want to be subjective bias or we want to be non-biased and objective, LeBron's the GOAT. Either factor.
Yeah, but the whole point is the video, and what Gilbert said is, you can elevate a player without dismissing other players. Mike Peake literally said, I see LeBron and no one else. All those other guys are just other players.
That's what it is.
That's factual. Okay.
40. He said 40,000. He said when y'all asked him. Exactly. And then when y'all asked him, what about Moses Malone, Kobe Bryant, and all these other guys that came out of high school? What was his response? I know, but what was his response? Ain't none of them score 40,000. So he's also using tangible measures. He's explaining to you why LeBron's the GOAT.
No, I acknowledge that, but I was focused on what he said after Travis asked about his top 5. That's what I'm focusing on. And nothing too. That whole time span era. Last time I checked, Tim Duncan played during that era too. So I wish he was up here to ask him, at what point did Steph Curry or Kobe Bryant pass up Tim Duncan? But I noticed
he'll probably bring up Stephen Curry's
Also,
3-point shooting and impact.
If Mike Peake's criteria for GOAT is just 40, is this the all-time scoring leader? Where was Kareem in his top 5?
No, impact. His impact.
He just said 18.
He doesn't think Kareem and them are good. Kareem played in the 70s. That's just big trash. Hot garbage. If the 90s is hot garbage, what is the 70s and the 80s to him?
I think it's hot garbage. That's what it is.
I mean, he clearly said nobody was ready at 18 to come in and play like LeBron, and no one scored 40,000 points.
When you say I don't have a criteria,
yeah, that's what he said before the top 5 question. I'm not talking about that. Yeah. I'm talking about what he said after Travis asked him about his top 5.
Yeah, he wouldn't have brought up to nobody else if y'all didn't ask him. He would have just stuck that LeBron's the GOAT.
He said, I don't know.
At no point, he didn't mention no other NBA players besides LeBron or why LeBron the GOAT. He didn't say no one.
No, he mentioned how
Okay,
y'all
no. He just had videos of people doing the same thing.
Yeah, but he mentioned everyone.
Craig, bro.
Listen, again, I don't get this. Jordan fans don't compare Jordan to everyone. If we tell y'all Jordan had the greatest peak of all time, I can guarantee you we don't have to mention LeBron to show that Jordan don't have the greatest peak.
Up there to say why Will Chamberlain's the GOAT. You don't have nobody come on here and say
we
why
do.
Bill Russell's the GOAT. So don't.
Nah, there's been plenty of people to come up here.
Yeah, there's been someone.
Matter of fact, Sturdy has Kareem as the GOAT. Sturdy has Kareem as the GOAT.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Politicus Rex got Wilt as the GOAT, don't he?
Yeah, we don't give them any pushback. If that's what they think, okay.
But if you got LeBron as the GOAT, why you gotta have an argument for why somebody else?
Oh yeah, that's true too. And what's it called? We had Chad on here. Chad says Bill Russell's the GOAT.
Bill Russell. He said Bill Russell.
Yeah, but to me, I'm be honest with you, as a person that's not a LeBron or Jordan fan, objectively, what I heard from Mike Pete, it's the same rhetoric that Jordan, quote unquote, Zesty Jeffrey fans say about Jordan when you just said LeBron. That's why
Mike Peake speaks for himself. He don't speak for GOAT James Kingdom.
So stop defending him.
It's not defending him. He's allowed here to speak. He's like,
bro. Craig the MVP. Craig get the game ball today, bro. Get the game ball today, man.
I don't know why y'all mad at us for Mike Peake. I didn't know. All we did was give him the link.
I'm not mad at nobody, Johnny. I'm just saying, in GJK, greatness is recognized and respected.
Greatness is LeBron James. Greatness is LeBron James. Once you say that, we ain't got nothing to argue about no more.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Sturdy is kind of correct here. I mean, that list, he didn't get no criteria why he had that list.
He said he don't do it. Y'all gave him.
But think about it. You gotta have a criteria. You gotta have a criteria no matter what.
Where was the exposure when this man literally said, I don't know basketball, I don't have our criteria, I like one player?
No! Wait, the man knows basketball. I follow him. He knows basketball. That's why he has Kobe second. That's why he got Kobe second. He knows basketball. He thinks Kobe. He said Kobe is the second greatest of all time. How you gonna be mad? Wait, Travis, are you mad that Mike Peake thinks Kobe's the second greatest player behind LeBron? Are you really mad at that, Travis?
Mad? No, I'm mad at you for not exposing to the dumb taker.
Let's go, Travis.
I'm mad. Hold on. I'm mad at.
That's great.
I'm mad at.
He said he doesn't have a top 5. He just
Kobe
did
not
it for
top
him.
10. Stop forcing the conversation. You're Kobe not top 10. I said what I said.
Hey, all that man wants to do is show you Michael Jordan can't go left. That's I don't know why y'all want to mess with the man.
No, but the point is, and I heard multiple times on Gil's even on his own platform to personal and Arenas. The purpose is if you're going to be consistent with your judgment and criteria, like there's no need to disrespect any of the greats and other eras just to elevate another guy. That's why when y'all did another show when Gilbert said real Jordan fans don't care what LeBron does. If you're a real Jordan fan, you don't even need to mention LeBron.
I don't know about that.
I said this all the time. I said this all the time. You do not have to mention another player when describing another player's greatness. You don't.
But that don't make no sense when you say that, because all we see is when we go to the Michael Jordan pages, they do this. This ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. This ain't got nothing to do with LeBron.
No,
and
that's
their
my
fans.
point.
Okay.
That's what. Oh wait, this is
LeBron James fans, Michael Jordan's hated United video, and I guarantee you.
Yeah, because it says Michael Jordan's hated. Why can't we talk about Michael Jordan being hated?
Okay,
Why are you mad?
I haven't seen a LeBron.
This has Craig. If this said diehard Chicago Bull fans and LeBron haters, we would understand all the LeBron posts. But it doesn't say that. It says diehard Chicago Bulls fans. What does LeBron James have to? They don't even post about Kobe White. They don't even post about Zach LaVine.
So if I go in your group, I won't see not one Jordan slander post in your group.
Yeah, because we're the GOAT debate channel. We debate the GOAT problem. That's what we do best.
Things about Jordan and LeBron.
But that's not what that page is about. That page is about being a Bulls fan. It shouldn't be nothing about LeBron.
Understand what's going on? Y'all don't understand what's going on, do y'all?
That's true.
No, I understand 100% going on.
Y'all pick is just like we could pick. I could pick out a group that has nothing to do with Jordan and bring up a whole bunch of Jordan slander.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I go to LeBron pages and they talk about LeBron more than anything. That's just the truth.
If it's a diehard Bulls fan, like it should.
Yeah, it's probably no. Hey Johnny, the GOAT debate especially between LeBron and Jordan is very profitable. You have like Jordan, who's the most marketable, Jordan's most marketable basketball player versus everybody. No, everybody. Majority's quote unquote Jordan fan channels. Their most viewed is what? Comparing LeBron, talking about LeBron, because it's popular. It's monetary gain to that.
But when you're a basketball fan,
you can't talk about Jordan out LeBron.
It generates him money. That's the reason
You can't talk about Jordan out LeBron. That's simple as that.
No, that's not true. You can definitely talk about any great player without mentioning another player.
You cannot talk about Jordan without mentioning LeBron.
I
can talk about LeBron when I mention Jordan. I can talk about Jordan when I mention LeBron, especially them two. They even play the same era. That's
easy. You can definitely talk about LeBron. You can definitely talk LeBron. No.
Like
LeBron's number one. That's easy. When you're looking up to number one, you have to bring up number one.
So here's the thing. The premise is this. When my OGs, when guys who watch all those guys play, explain to how great Kareem is, they just talk about Kareem. They don't talk about no other player, just Kareem. And that's the point. Yeah. You don't have to mention the great. When you're talking about the greatest of a player, why do I need to bring up a player, especially another player from a different position in a completely different era?
When you talk about Kareem, there's no need to bring up Michael Jordan. That's
exactly the same thing with LeBron.
But we don't.
We're saying Jordan fans. That's what we're saying. Jordan fans.
That's what we're saying. They have to listen. The problem is that whenever we talk about LeBron, what ends up happening is a bunch of Jordan fans feel like this is their time to talk about Jordan. They can't go
starting to do it too. A lot of
no, we don't go. Listen. GOAT James Kingdom is not in any other Michael Jordan fan page group trying to explain to them why LeBron is the GOAT. We don't do that. LeBron fans don't waste their time going to Michael Jordan fans to explain to Michael Jordan fans that LeBron's the GOAT. We have to talk about Jordan because they're over here. They're in our space. That's why we create a little hut for them. They got a little hut in GOAT James Kingdom. They can speak. They have their speakers and Craig and Travis. That's why they're the MJ delegates, because they can't help themselves. For them, talking defensive player of the year, mid-range shooting, and 6-0 is boring unless you're comparing it to LeBron. Because you can't use 6-0 against Kareem when Kareem has this.
These are all the rings that I got. Grade school, high school, UCLA, and then all the rest of them are from events in professional life.
So this is the thing that, that players say that they sweat for, that they hope to get and do anything to get, and you got a whole stick full of them.
Yeah, well, they accumulate, I guess.
or they just don't come at all.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what to tell y'all. Kareem was supposed to be the GOAT with all the things that go around until LeBron came along. But we don't have that argument. We have the argument that LeBron has to do what Jordan did for us to say LeBron is the GOAT. Doesn't make sense because 6-0 doesn't work against Kareem. Defensive player of the year don't work against Kareem. Mid-range shooting doesn't work against Kareem. All defensive selections don't work against Kareem. MVPs don't work against Kareem. All they're going to tell you is, Kareem didn't lead his team to championships enough, even though he had 6
Johnny,
NBA championships.
You don't got to tell me, especially Twin Man, this at all. That's the point. Like, I always said this all the time. There is no one, like, it depends on your criteria and who the GOAT is. There's like 3 to 4 guys in that conversation based on what you value. Because in basketball, there's no one way to play. There's multiple ways to impact the game. But let Mac Def go.
Yeah, because I was going to say, let's let Mac Def in the building, because we all know Mac Def got Stephen Curry as the GOAT, right? And he has his reason for being. So, Mac Def, can you explain to them how it's not LeBron fans, or matter of fact, let's ask you that. Who are the ones who attack you the most about Curry being the GOAT? Is it LeBron fans or is it Michael Jordan fans?
Nobody attacks me for Steph Curry bringing the GOAT because nobody believes Steph Curry's the GOAT. Nobody says anything. They just think I'm delusional.
All right, well, welcome to the platform, brother. What's your take on today's show, man? Go ahead,
so
brother.
my take is this: the reason Jordan fans bring up LeBron is because throughout basketball history, you've always compared great players to great players. It's always been that way. That when Bill Russell was winning his championships, people did say that Will Chamberlain was better. It's just that Bill Russell had better teams. When Kareem dominated the 70s, people said Dr. J was possibly better than Kareem. He just played in the ABA. We compared Magic and Bird in college, and they still be compared to today. We it's just is what it is as far as basketball discourse in the community. We've always going to compare great players to great players, and the fact that LeBron James has done what he's done, and you're comparing him to nothing but goats, give him his credit, give him his just due. I mean that's what he did, that's what he accomplished in his career, and LeBron James will always be submitted in these GOAT conversations. And when someone else comes along, they're comparing Luka already his first 6-7 years to LeBron James. So this is always gonna be a discourse. It's gonna get more outlandish when we start comparing people to LeBron now. It's just gonna go on. It's just gonna continue. So I think we just have to accept it, make your money off of it, and keep rolling.
Hey,
But
Mac
Mac
Def.
Def, go ahead, John.
Mac Def, do you think one of the reasons Jordan and LeBron is compared against each other is because during their time they wasn't compared to anybody else, like you just said with Bill Russell and Wilt and Magic and Kareem? When Jordan was at his peak, it was just Jordan, and when LeBron was at his peak, it was just LeBron.
I would say they got Kobe out of there fast. I think Kobe was always in that. He was in the middle right there with Jordan first, and then LeBron came, and I think we pushed Kobe out of there. So I would say Jordan was always, even at his peak, he was always chasing Larry Bird and Magic. He even said it. Now, the media has their spin on it. Of course, we get that. But Jordan himself and everybody that was watching, it was Magic and Bird who he had to go up against. LeBron was chasing Kobe. He even said it. But the media and, they got Kobe out of there quick. But yeah, I would say Jordan, you're right. You're right what you're saying. Jordan and LeBron wasn't being compared and facing any other player up to GOAT status while they were in their prime and winning championships. Larry Bird had to face Magic, Wilt, and Bill Russell. So yeah, you're exactly right. But I got to give Kobe some credit. They pushed him out of there.
Yeah,
They pushed him out because of
Kobe was
Shaq.
gonna be pushed out of
They
there
kept
because of
saying he wasn't
2004.
the main guy in the first 3 championships. So finals MVPs matter because they matter against Kobe because he don't have 3 of them with Shaq. That's the
Yep.
only reason why they pushed Kobe out because of the first 3 with Shaq.
There's
I don't
other
know.
things too. There's other things
Kobe
too.
is a
It ain't
great
just
player.
the finals.
Kobe's a great player. Let's let Twin Man go ahead. Twin Man.
But Mac Def, to the topic of the stream, what we're not talking about is how it's kind of overdone. I understood exactly what you just said. Yes, great players are compared to each other. But when you talk about any specific game you want to point to, they'll talk about the stat line and immediately it's not giving that player his just due. It's, man, Jordan was doing that in the 90s. You see them? That's what Gilbert Arenas is talking about. Like, anytime LeBron does anything, or any of the players of today do anything, they try to run back to make somebody else relevant. We're not even talking about all-time lists at this point. It doesn't matter what the context is. That's what Gilbert Arenas is talking about. Like, if you sit here and say, like, LeBron averaged a triple-double in the finals, somebody sit here and say, well, Michael Jordan scored 63 points on the Celtics. What the hell does that have to do with anything? do you see my point? Like, I think that's what Gilbert Arenas is talking about. So we can't get away from that factor. If we're just talking now, if we're talking about the GOAT debate, got it. He's talking about everyday conversation. When you mention LeBron James, somebody's pulling Jordan out their ass. So
but not only that too. Like he said, right? We compare great players to other great players. I get you, but a good majority of those guys who say Michael Jordan's the GOAT don't think LeBron's a great player. So why are you always comparing Michael Jordan to a guy that you don't even think is in your top 10? So we've heard people say LeBron's not top 20.
Yeah, we
and
can't.
like I said, y'all give them attention because it generates.
No, they got attention because they wear Jordan sneakers, and they think that because they wear Jordan sneakers, and they're relevant in the GOAT debate. That's what they think. They think of that.
You didn't say nothing about sneakers until I rebutted you, but the first thing you said is
no, but that's what they think though. They do think because that's what they'll tell you.
Because of what they wear, because now that's getting redundant. Because nobody goes on no Facebook and takes a picture of their shoes and then say something about LeBron. And
Gilbert Arenas says Jordan's the GOAT because of sneakers. He said that he got too many ass whoopings because people were trying to take his sneakers for Jordans that he can't give LeBron. He can't get. That's what he said. I'm not even lying. That's exactly what he said. That's what he said, and that's because it's the truth. Cause see, y'all can't really be Michael Jordan, but y'all can wear his sneakers.
Yo, this is Morris Blackman, and this is my main man, Michael Jordan, and this is a pair of tight Air Jordans from Nike. This is something you can buy, and this is a patented, vicious, high-flying 360 slam dunk. This is something you cannot do. Let me repeat myself. This you can buy. You cannot do this. Can. No!
That's it. That's how the GOAT conversation started for Zesty Jeffries right there. I got kicks. And I could be Michael Jordan if I wear his sneakers. I could be just like him.
More episodes about Michael Jordan than any other player in this GOAT debate than we ever had. Besides,
because Brandon and I think Michael Jordan's great. We talk about greatness of players. We're not like these other guys. Yeah.
To me, the second greatest ever.
Brandon, would you be surprised if I told you he's 4 now on my list? Brandon, I knocked him back. He's number 4.
Of course, I'm not surprised.
Who's number 4?
Mike.
Who's number 4?
What?
Mike number 4. Mike number 4 on my list. He's number 4.
What, in championships?
He's number 4 in the greatest players of all time list for A. Johnny. The exposure.
I know somebody got Jordan number 7 on the list.
Yeah,
I can't find nobody. I can't listen. He can't be better than Bill Russell. I mean, Bill Russell can't be better than Mike for me, even though I can make the argument to make him better than Mike. But in reality, yeah, Mike is 4th on the list. I had to put Kareem up. I got to stop hating on Kareem. And Michael Jordan's 88 season has really what knocked him back one notch because he, the fake stats. We can't ignore that. And fake stats are very, very big.
I was going to say, I agree with what Twin Man is saying. Like, everybody will say something. As soon as LeBron does something great, they will compare it to Jordan. But I think the mass media and really social media has played a big influence in this. But let's not act like players weren't saying stuff about Jordan. Like when Will Chamberlain says they made the game easier for you, if we had the social media back then when he said that I will average 60 in the 90s, we would definitely be talking about Will Chamberlain a lot more. When they
did he lie though?
No, he didn't. He lied. But he also said stuff about
Will
Kareem.
Chamberlain's not averaging. He's not averaging.
I'm talking about the game being.
No, he's talking about making the game easier.
No, Wilt Chamberlain's not averaging 60 points in the 90s. That I agree with you, Matt.
Yeah, we know. But he said
that.
that. But imagine if the media coverage was what it was back then, what it is today, and he actually said that. When Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain both said that, hey, Kareem, he could do a lot more defensively and rebounding. Imagine if they said that and the media coverage what it is today. Like there's a lot of stuff that players said back then that don't get the coverage.
Maybe a weak topic, maybe 1 week long topic, maybe.
Well, like hypotheticals, y'all always want to take the stance that y'all feel about these hypotheticals and just run with it like it can't be the other way. It could be either way. It's a hypothetical. It could be either or option. It could be, it could have the same much as media effect that it is today of whatever we doing, or it can have the opposite.
But when we heard Wilt say what Wilt said, and we looked at Wilt and said Wilt's crazy. When somebody tells me Michael Jordan could average 40 points per game today, people tell me you don't know basketball. You did not watch Michael Jordan play. It's like that's the difference. No, there was nobody to defend Wilt Chamberlain when somebody said Wilt Chamberlain was crazy. Let's stop putting him in front of a camera.
Because he said social media.
Because he averaged 50 before. That's why. Like, okay,
yeah, but
like, how you go? You can't.
But he said 70, Mac. He said 60, 70.
I know that. We know that.
And then he did what the Zesty Jeffrey did. He said, my last like 10 games before I scored 100, I was averaging like 70. That's like they tell you. Oh, Jordan in the last 10 games of 1989 was doing a triple double, so he could average a triple double like LeBron.
Also, like Wilt Chamberlain averaged 40 shots.
How many times LeBron James averaged a triple double consecutively, and whether there's a playoffs or whatever, has it been more than?
Plus, Wilt Chamberlain was taking 40 shots.
I don't know. We don't keep it like that and stuff like that. None of that matters, Craig. That only matters because Jordan did it. No, I'm just saying, but it's similar. Like it's no different when, like I said, when Wilt Chamberlain says, hey, I was averaging 70 for like 10, 12 games, so I can do it for a season. That's what Zesty Jeffrey say, that Jordan for 10, 12 games was averaging a triple-double, so he can do it for the season.
So he could have, because he averaged 32, 8 for 82 games.
Like that's what Wilt was saying, like how he played in the 60s, and if you put how the 90s players played, he think he would have averaged more in the 60s. That's basically what he's saying. And if you guys think if you take today's player and put him in the 90s and how Jordan would average 30, he would average 50, 60. Like you guys do the same exact thing as Wilt Chamberlain said.
Yeah. But Wilt Chamberlain got shunned for saying it. Nobody shuns Jordan fans for it.
Nobody's averaged 40.
No, that's not true. No, a lot of people shun Jordan fans for that.
What are you talking about? We talked about the media. We talked about the media.
Still here today.
This consistent point that people overlook. You couldn't talk crap about Michael Jordan in the media.
But wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Can we establish this in GOAT James Kingdom? Michael Jordan fans are the largest fan base in basketball. Can we all agree to that?
No.
I'll agree to that.
No?
It's not even close. No. It's not even close.
Cowboys.
It's not even close.
No, the Lakers. The Lakers are.
The Cowboys.
No, it's not close. It's Jordan.
The Lakers have the largest fan base.
I know people that don't watch basketball that are Michael Jordan fans.
No way Jordan. It's Jordan.
Yeah, just because you buy Jordan don't make you a fan of Jordan. I don't get it.
They don't watch it because they're Jordan fans. That's the problem.
Kobe's base is up there too.
No, yeah, Kobe, especially now too. Yeah, like.
Oh my God!
But no, like the Lakers are the most popular fan base.
It's not even close. It's Jordan times 100 to the Lakers fans.
No, it's
disagree.
That's 100. Holy shit!
I've known people.
I don't think the Lakers have a bigger fan base than Jordan. I don't know about
It's not even close.
We definitely. I just want to say, just because you buy a pair of Jordans, don't make you a fan of Jordan.
Yes, it does, because that's all they talk about.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
How does buying a pair of shoes make you a fan of that person?
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Wait. Are we talking about people who buy shoes for someone, or the actual? If you went to the store and bought a pair of J's, you're a Jordan fan.
No, that does not mean that. What?
What does it mean?
It's shoes. What are you talking about?
Not the person.
You can like the shoes and not the person.
I mean, you know how impossible it is to get a pair of Jordans. I mean, you better be a
I
fan
got a pair.
of Jordans.
I got a pair of.
I don't know. I don't know how. Wait. I don't know how someone says they don't like Michael Jordan and they're gonna go get his sneakers. Like anybody who doesn't like Michael Jordan is not gonna care to go get his sneakers.
Because the person in the sneakers are different.
No. Are you saying that not just because you went and got Jordan sneakers doesn't mean you think he's the GOAT? That's not what I'm saying. You still are a fan of Jordan.
No, I'm saying you can buy a pair of shoes regardless of the person because the shoes could be something to the way they look, the way they feel. It's a shoe. Like what are we talking about?
Jordan shoes feel different. Jordan shoes feel different. I don't know what you think. Jordan shoes feel different. I've never heard anybody say any else. Never.
Ask for fitness and rent. Jordan shoes make you fly, bro. According to him. Just saying.
I'm not talking to that dude right now.
I think majority of the people who buy Jordan shoes are Jordan fans. There's no 100% of anything.
I bet you I could go with
that's wild, though.
I bet you I could go find somebody who thinks LeBron is the GOAT who did Jordan slang and they got a picture on with some Jordans on.
It's not an anomaly. Like what y'all, bro? We going to get, bro? This is wild.
Wait, hold on. We literally have a man here who has Steph Curry as his GOAT, and we're not just dissecting him. He's sitting right here.
I mean,
hey, how many? Don't
jump in that water.
How many curries you have, McDuff? How many curries you have?
0. I'm not buying no.
It does not matter if you're a fan of a person or not. You buy a person, you buy a shoe. Like that don't make no sense.
That was a bad example.
That's a bad example. Hey, Max, a question. Let me. Yeah, Max, you got a pair of J's? You bought? Hey, Mac, have you ever bought a pair of J's?
Yeah, I got a pair of J's.
Are you a Michael Jordan fan?
Yeah, it's my favorite player.
See what I'm saying?
No, but I know somebody.
No, Steph Curry.
I know somebody who has LeBron James.
This is my question. This is my question to you. This is my question to you. We all wasn't old enough to probably eat this, but if this was around right now, would you go buy this?
Air Jordan Flight 23 departing in 24 seconds. Roger, tower beginning fueling procedures.
Now at McDonald's, McPack combo meals for $2.29, a quarter pounder with cheese, or a Big Mac sandwich plus large fries and a medium Coke.
Begin final equipment check. Roger, tower, we're ready for takeoff. Air Jordan 23, Roger, cleared for takeoff.
McPack, fuel for Air Jordan.
Yo, those actually coming back out.
No, bro. People who eat McDonald's is not because of Jordan. This is
so if I order McDonald's, I get a pair of Jordans.
No. Wait. That was a McJordan pack, right? That was a McJordan pack, so that wasn't really that special. It really didn't matter because it wasn't really for Michael Jordan. It's not really attached to Michael Jordan. But they did give Michael Jordan his own sandwich. So are y'all telling me that nobody was out here buying people were buying Michael Jordan sandwiches because they weren't Michael Jordan fans or because they were Michael Jordan fans? You're not gonna buy.
I've ever ordered a Big Mac is because I'm a Mike fan. Like I've only ever.
No. But all right, how many athletes out here had their own sandwich?
LA is feeling blue. Detroit's the same way too. Cause only one team can repeat, and only one town gets to eat. The McJordan Special now is back in town. It's some awfully good eating, that's why it bears repeating. The McJordan Special is back in town. McDonald's today.
Bro, y'all, you know how many goddamn McJordan sandwiches they sold because motherfuckers is Michael Jordan fans? I ain't eating no McJordan sandwiches.
Yeah, that's not what I said at all.
Who's eating a McJordan sandwich besides a Michael Jordan fan?
I gotta be honest. We did buy the Wheaties, but Wheaties was nasty as a mother. I ain't gonna
see what I'm saying? Y'all went and bought the cologne as well, and that shit smelled like fucking trash, bro.
I wish I would have kept the box. The box is worth probably a couple of thousand now.
Want to know what else? Trash jersey. Mike Peake's top. Mike Peake's top 5. And
it is horrible.
Didn't he have Steph Curry top 5?
He did. He had.
Not a bad list. Leave him alone.
He had LeBron, Kobe, Mike, Steph, then Shaq.
I can see that. That's a good list.
We
What I
domed
would
that
ask
list.
y'all, what I would ask y'all this, as far as the go debate, because they never played each other, so we're literally comparing what you did versus your peers to other players
Yeah.
what they did versus their peers.
Yeah,
Who do we
relative.
think?
It's all relative
Who
error.
would we say like dominated their era the best based on your criteria? Who would you guys think like actually dominated their era better? Their peers
On whose criteria? Which criteria you talking about?
on everybody's criteria. So whoever you have as the GOAT or whoever is your top five,
LeBron,
would you
Probably
would you guys
Will.
what
LeBron,
players all time do you guys
It's
think
either going to be
from based on your
dominated their
criteria
peers.
actually dominated
I
their era?
Yeah, for us,
Probably
it would
Will.
have to be LeBron one, then Kareem second, then Wilt Chamberlain, then it's Mike, then it's Bill Russell, as far as dominating your era, including all the things that we factor in. That's how it would go.
I
Do
think
you
Bill's
guys?
one, Will would be two, Kareem would be three. I would have to give it to Jordan at four, and LeBron would be five.
LeBron
So
definitely number
where's
one.
Magic in all this? Because I think Magic
Top
completely
10,
dominated they.
top 10.
Top
But
10. What you talking about now?
But he
No,
had Kareem, so he
you just
can't go in the top
if you're talking
five.
if you're talking about Magic Johnson, like the reason why he's not, like, especially like my criteria, he's not like top five is because he wasn't a bona fide two-way player. Is like the way that these top five players are. Like you look at LeBron, Mike, Hakeem, Duncan, all these guys who are my top five dominated in two-way or in both ends of the court as far as not just media voted awards but also analytically and like the way they affected their team. But that's better than somebody who just like is a great passer. Like they're always going to be above them. I don't care how many MVPs you win. I don't care how many assist titles you have. They're a better player on both ends of the court, and you can prove that. So that's why they're going to be above them.
Yeah, I would never argue Magic Johnson's defense. The thing that would debate as far as two-way players is okay, what type of impact is you having? We're dissecting Michael Jordan's defense in '88, saying
Defensive rating,
fraudulent stats
defensive
and
box plus
fraudulent.
minus,
So what?
voted on
So was
awards.
Michael Jordan really great, or is it just
Yeah.
media bias? What
No, he
impact
was
did he
great.
actually have?
If you do the research, he was great. Like if you look at his team defensive rating through 10 years when he was on and off the court, again, they're always going to be top 10 when he's on or off. His defense box plus minus, he led the league twice in that. Again, if you go back to the research, he was always consistently top 10 in that. Even forgetting that maybe his steals or whatever were fluctuating, he still would have been top 10 in steals almost every single year of his career, or top 5. And like, so and you're going to have to adjust that for other players that you say may have been cooked as well. So until they do that, I don't care. They're still going to be like his stats. So when you take all this into consideration, he was also probably either the first, second best shot blocking guard of all time. So by any time you want to measure, he was better than Magic Johnson and almost a lot of other players do on that end of the court. Even if you want to say he might be a little bit overrated, sure, but he still was twice the player Magic was on that end of the court. And so, I mean,
Did they win when Michael Jordan was the best defender, or was he the best defender on the team when they won championships?
You could argue that he was. I mean, you could argue what Pippen was too.
There's no argument about Jordan.
I'm not mad if people say Pippen
that's my that would be my impact.
Never.
So you were
Not
great
one single
defensively.
championship.
You illuminated all these stats, but you weren't the best defender on your team, and you didn't win until you had a better defender. So
that's a bad argument.
Impact.
Michael Jordan's a great defender. He was a great defender
from the drop. Just because he didn't win titles, because he was a great defender doesn't mean anything. Like Magic Johnson was never the best defender on his team even one time, and he has 5 rings. It was either James Worthy, you could say Kareem was the best, Michael Cooper, like was way better. He was winning DPOYs on Magic's watch.
No, correct. I'm not
was
arguing Magic's deep. I'm not arguing Magic's defense. I'm just arguing the impact. They didn't win because of Jordan's defense.
No, they
didn't what type of impact is he really having?
The Bulls definitely won because of Jordan defense and Pippen's defense or Rodman defense. Like they were a great team defensively. Like there's no way you could say Michael Jordan was not effective defensively when they was winning titles. There's zero.
No, I'm not saying that neither. But when you look at Magic on the offensive end, because all we can do is argue Magic's offensive offensively.
And we can argue
His
Jordan's
offensive
offense
teams
and
were
defense. Nobody else in the
they're
Bulls.
either one or two greatest offensive teams of all time. Where are we putting the Bulls? Where are we putting the Bulls defensively? What impact did they have? What are they?
Yeah, but even Magic's measurable offensive input was
Yeah,
not
they're
as
top
good as
10
Michael
defensive
Jordan's.
team all time back there. No, you top 5. They
Who
definitely
was
top
top
10 all
five?
time.
We
No, I'm
argue
saying the
that
Bulls.
Jordan
The
was a
Bulls.
good defender.
A
And
couple of
that's
those Bulls team top 10
he was
defensive
the
team all
the
time.
best offensive player they had on that Bulls roster. So not only was he the best offensive player, he was also one of the great defenders. So he's doing double duty while his whole team is either doing one duty, whether they offense or defense. So that plays to it too. You putting energy on both sides of the court where other players is putting energy on one side.
Yeah, those are the best players ever. That's why it's the only real top 5 goes Mike, LeBron, Kareem, Hakeem, and Duncan. I don't want to hear anything else.
Well, you gonna hear something there.
Duncan and Hakeem, that's crazy.
Hakeem is not top
The
5.
nigga that got Curry as the GOAT. Man.
The two-way aspect I get, but how like I keep saying is Hakeem's impact defensively or Tim Duncan's impact defensively is not better than what Magic did offensively.
Yeah, it is.
That's all. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna take Magic's offense over a lot of two-way players because what he did, the efficiency of what he did.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but those two-way players are just that back. They're two-way, so they can do both. Were they as good like passing as Magic? No, but a lot of them were better scoring the basketball, and their light years better defensively. So how are you going to put
Magic was not trash defensively though, so that's one like
what
people like to think
But he wasn't
about.
better than those guys,
Magic
though.
as not being good defensively. He was decent defensively. He just wasn't great defensively.
What years Magic was good on defense?
What year was he bad on defense? Magic was
All
never
his
a
career.
bad defender. What? He was not a bad defender.
What? I haven't watched a single game. I haven't watched a single game of Magic Johnson and said that is a good defender. Not a single one.
But sturdy.
Please point the game out to me. Please, man. Okay, thank you for asking, B. Lee. Let's take it on. Thank you. Let's take it from the top. Let's start with the on ball. Magic Johnson, out of all the great players I've seen, probably have the worst technique for on ball. He's always on his heels. He always standing straight up. You show him any type of screen, he dies. And despite his size, he's not a good rim protector. He is. I will give him this. Magic is excellent. He's smart as hell. He recognizes plays. He does sometimes it's successful in the passing lanes. Outside of that, he's not a good defender in his post besides the size. He damn sure not a good rim deterrent or interior defender by any means. And on top of that, even for his era, every single point guard cooked him. So no, there was not a single time Magic Johnson was a good defender. Please tell me the series, the game, the year, so I can go back and watch so I get new evidence to see he was a good defender.
You see,
Watch Magic Johnson's whole career on defense, and you'll see him switch off on all 5 positions. I'm not defending Magic Johnson's defense. If you're comparing Magic Johnson's defense to
guys.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say.
Okay, I stepped away for a minute. Did Sports Talk and Mingo just to get their take in yet, or is it
no. Travis was going into like
Sturdy was saying how Magic was a terrible defender, and I say he was basically a decent defender.
No, he wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. He has two steal titles. He has 2 steal titles. Jordan's 3 steal titles mean something. Why can't the 2 Magic got mean something?
No, it don't mean nothing with no player. You can lead the league and still be a bad defender. What the hell?
Nah, I don't know.
Yes, thank you. AI Steph Curry led the league in steals. What that supposed to mean?
They're not bad defenders. I mean,
we gonna lie. Okay, let's lie.
No, he's not a bad defender, man. He's not a bad defender.
It's opposite today. It's opposite today. I get it.
They're not elite.
Magic is an average defender, bro. He can guard all 5 positions.
Y'all please give me this game where Magic look like a good defender. I asked this question 3 times. Do anyone on this panel has games where I can watch
the 85? Watch the 85 finals. Watch the 85 finals. Not a game. Watch the series.
Any more recommendations?
I have never once seen a Magic Johnson game that I was like.
But wait a minute, we can show you some games where Jordan can't play no defense, but you're not going to accept that. So why showing you games should matter, Sturdy?
Nobody said nothing about
No,
Jordan.
who else said nothing about Jordan? That was Mac's question. Hey, John.
I didn't say
about Magic.
We talking about film though. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to use film to, we just said you Magic is not a bad defender. All we saying is but what we're telling you is he's not bad. But that's all we're saying. He's not a bad defender. He's not an elite defender. Nobody's gonna call Magic Johnson.
We just gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
Okay, let's do it. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's let Sports Talk only get in. We'll let Mingo Jester get in afterwards. What's good, y'all? Thanks for joining us. What else, Sports Talk? What do you got on today's topic? Does LeBron James keep Michael Jordan relevant in the GOAT debate?
I don't necessarily know if I'll go that far, but I just want to say, like, based on what Gilbert Arenas said, I think he's right and he's wrong at the same time. So I say he's wrong in the sense that, like, when we talk about LeBron, we know he's in the GOAT debate. So since Jordan is in the debate, and to many people who is the GOAT, like, his name is going to come up when we talk about LeBron or when we talk about the GOAT. So I would say he's right in the sense that a lot of Jordan fans use Jordan to push LeBron down because they don't want Jordan to be forgotten in time. I think what Gilbert Arenas is referring to is time moving on and evolution. Jordan fans don't want Jordan to be left and forgotten in history as the GOAT, but nobody can be the GOAT forever. Jordan had his time. Now time is moving on with LeBron. The only people that are still picking Jordan are people that are stuck in that time frame. Things and people evolve. Like, for example, the phones we had 10 years ago aren't better than the phones we got now. And I'm not saying you can't have Jordan as the GOAT, especially if you saw both players. But what I'm referring to is like the nostalgia around Jordan and doing whatever it takes to keep him at number one, including the downgrading and disparaging of LeBron James in the current era of basketball. And I think that's what Arenas is referring to. But time demands that things and people get better over time. It took 2 decades for a man to carry the torch the same way Jordan did, and it will take 2 or 3 more for the next man to carry the torch that LeBron built. But time always produces a man that is better or an answer to what people long for. Hold on. It's just nature. Even when we look at like diseases, for instance, a new disease pops up and wipes people out, and the people will long for and call on God. And God doesn't answer like through a mystery. He answered it through a man that is produced with the purpose of curing that disease. So what I'm saying is LeBron is the evolution of Jordan. Time dictated that LeBron was produced to carry the torch that Jordan produced, just like time would dictate and produce another player that will come along and be better than LeBron. Jordan fans want to keep Jordan as the best forever, and it's just not possible. Even in saying they don't believe LeBron is the GOAT, you can't sit here and tell me that 50 years from now, Jordan will still be the best ever. Time will not allow it. This is another reason why Jordan produced The Last Dance, because he had to stay the GOAT in the eyes of the current generation and keep everyone looking back instead of looking forward at what time has produced in LeBron James.
Did this man get biblical on a Sunday morning?
All right, Sports Talk. All right, so you said that LeBron James is not keeping Michael Jordan relevant today. So you mean to tell me if no one was talking about LeBron being the GOAT, we would be talking about Jordan every day still?
I would say I wouldn't take it that far, just because I get what you're saying. That's why I said he's right and he's wrong. I lean more towards him being right, just based on like I'm saying, when you mention LeBron, obviously Jordan's name is going to come up because he's in that discussion. That's why I say that. But maybe I guess we'll just have to see. Like when it's all said and done with LeBron's career, and people will put him where they put him, maybe Jordan's name won't still come up.
As soon as you mention LeBron, Jordan's name is going to come up because that's what his fans do. They bring up Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and that's to push down what LeBron has done, is what I'm saying.
Well, just so Gilbert Arenas, what he said, like I completely agree, because if we weren't talking about LeBron doing the greatest things of all time, we won't be talking about Michael Jordan. But since he is continuing to do this, we're going to keep talking about Michael Jordan every day because of LeBron James.
It's the first assessment.
So if LeBron's the GOAT, who is he better than?
Everybody.
Okay, you got to talk about everybody.
You do that. We do that. He addressed Brandon tonight. We do talk about everybody. I just did a show on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We talk about Kobe. We talk about everybody, right? Hey, Mingo Justice, don't we talk about Kobe? Mingo Justice, what is Kobe? Isn't Kobe the gatekeeper to the GOAT conversation? Isn't that what we say, Mingo Justice?
No, not for me. No.
But I'm just saying, isn't that what we say? Isn't that what we say here in GOAT James Kingdom? We know you think Kobe's the GOAT, but you scared of Zesty Jeffrey.
I don't think Kobe's the GOAT because Kobe's not better than Mike.
He's not. Why Kobe's not better than Mike? Why Kobe's not better than Mike?
I don't think nobody's better than Mike. And by the way, with this whole nobody don't mention Michael Jordan without mention don't mention Michael Jordan because of LeBron. That is a lie. Because everybody that comes to the league, who they compare him to? Michael Jordan. He's the next Michael Jordan. That's the first name they say. Anthony Edwards, baby Michael Jordan. Jimmy Butler, that's Michael Jordan's son. All this crazy stuff.
Who else?
That's pretty good. They compare him to Michael Jordan. Every single time, it never fails.
Okay, who else? Tatum? They say that about Tatum?
No. See, Tatum was more of a Kobe guy. Tatum is more of a Kobe guy.
Harold Miner?
But what I'm saying is, every player that mainly comes to the league, they compare him to Michael Jordan. Every player mainly. Oh, he's the next Michael Jordan? Everybody say that. Without even bringing up LeBron. Wait. Gilbert Arenas lied.
Mingo Jester, why y'all get mad then when we say we compare him to DeRozan? Because y'all don't get mad. Y'all don't like that comparison. We say he's DeRozan. Y'all get mad. Why he can't be DeRozan? Why he can't be DeRozan?
He's not DeRozan. He's 10 times, 20 times better than DeRozan.
He's 10 times, 20 times better than Edwards and Jimmy Butler too. So that don't make no difference. He's better than all those guys.
But that wasn't my point though. I'm not comparing the players. What I'm saying is what Gilbert Arenas said was a lie. I'm just responding to what y'all talking about. That's a lie. Just because they bring up LeBron in the GOAT debate, LeBron does not keep Jordan irrelevant. Because every player that comes to the league, they compare him to Jordan. No matter who it is.
Who are they comparing to Jordan before Jimmy Butler? Because you said Jimmy Butler, and they only did that because
they compare Kobe to Jordan. They compare to Jordan. Any new player that goes off and have a kind of great career and be a real good player, they compare him to Jordan. Is he the next Michael Jordan?
Who else?
They compare with Jordan.
Does they not? Am I right?
What about LeBron? They never compared LeBron. They never said that LeBron was going to be the next Jordan.
But LeBron came into play when they started saying, "Is he the next GOAT?" That's when LeBron came into play. Is LeBron the GOAT or is Jordan the GOAT? LeBron.
That's comparing him to Jordan, right?
No, but I'm talking about more of a player. They never compare LeBron game like as a player to Jordan, but they said that the other players could be is that Jordan or whatever the case was. I know y'all have heard all the players that they compared to.
No,
Jordan.
we heard that again coming from the Michael Jordan fan base because they have Jordan fans compare Jordan to everybody. They love to keep Jordan relevant, but LeBron's the only one that holds stick because y'all stopped comparing him to Jimmy Butler. Y'all even stopped comparing him to Anthony Edwards. Y'all are mad at Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, y'all stop comparing him to Harold Miner.
The only person y'all compare him to is Kobe. That's it. That's the only one y'all got.
I don't think none of these guys is on Jordan. I don't think none of these guys is on Jordan level. If we're being completely honest, not Kobe, not none of these guys, not even LeBron, in my opinion. They're not even on Jordan's level.
Talking about
Jordan's nowhere near the greatest, so I don't know.
Jordan is the greatest. I ain't seen nobody yet to have a career like Jordan did.
Bill Russell.
That dude had an amazing career.
What is Jordan the greatest at? Based on what?
What you mean? What is Jordan the greatest at? Do you really have to ask me that?
You want to explain why Jordan's the greatest?
Yes, I'm really asking you that.
Do you really have to ask me that?
What makes Michael Jordan
the greatest?
the
You want to explain why Jordan's the greatest?
I do.
Is this a trick question or what?
Can I go again?
Oh, wait. Shout out to Sturdy, right? Let me put this up here because shout out to Sturdy. Sturdy sent us something. Sturdy sent us.
And I said this in the chat, especially in the late 90s and the early 2000s. There's really a mainstream media campaign comparing multiple players to Jordan. But Bleacher Report, that's just a few. But there was a lot of players, like I know personally from people even in New York was comparing Jordan to even Stephon Marbury.
Yep.
Okay. So let's take a look at this now. Let's take a look at this. So we got. Hold up. How do I make this? I can't even make this bigger. Oh man.
You need ad blocker, Johnny. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't have ad. It's not ad blocker. It's my
web page.
I don't know.
Just out of it.
Yeah, no, it's the web page. It is the web page, but it's also my bookmarks. So okay, so we got the first. Dennis Hobson was compared to Michael Jordan, right? So we got Dennis Hobson, who also played with the Chicago Bulls. He was a top 5 pick in 1987. He played on the Chicago Bulls in 1991 and helped them win a championship. Then we have Harold Miner. So Harold Miner, we all know because of the slam dunk contest. Again, it's always going to be dunkers compared to Jordan. We're going to see no shooters here. Another dunker, Michael Petrus, was compared. When was Michael Petrus ever compared to Michael Jordan?
I ain't never heard this.
Nah, I know. Ron Harper,
yes.
another dunker compared to Michael Jordan. Who played with Michael Jordan one chance. Hedo Turkoglu. When is Hedo Turkoglu? Huh?
The Turkey Jordan. The Turkey Jordan. That's why.
Turkey Jordan.
That's why.
Oh my
He's a Turkey Jordan.
So stupid.
Okay, Jerry Stackhouse, who also played with Michael Jordan but couldn't make the playoffs. Let's say Michael Finley, known for his dunking as well. All these are dunkers besides Hedo. I don't know how Hedo Turkoglu got in this conversation. Penny Hardaway.
I'm definitely Penny. People would definitely say Penny's the next going up. And then there's another guy right after Penny where people definitely say he's the next up.
Grant Hill.
But he don't play. But wait, Mingo Justice, the Grant Hill and Michael Jordan's game is the same?
No, that's not the point. That's not the point. The mainstream. None of these games are similar to Jordan.
Okay. Vince Carter was definitely compared to Michael Jordan for sure. That we know for sure. That's somebody. And Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know how Tracy McGrady's compared to MJ.
Oh, you can give your boy Zeke credit for that. People asking why he drafted T-Mac. And he mentioned Jordan alongside it.
D Wade's compared to Jordan. I don't know how he's compared to Jordan besides having a fast first step.
He's a shooting guard.
That's it. How is Allen Iverson compared to Michael Jordan? What is this?
Because of his scoring power.
Where is LeBron? There's finally LeBron, the guy who's supposed to truly be compared to Michael Jordan because he's better than Michael Jordan.
That's Stackhouse, get out the way.
Stackhouse, get the fuck out the way, Stackhouse. Bam on your behind. And then obviously we all know the mimic of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, who's actually better than Michael Jordan.
He's not better. He's not better than Michael Jordan. He's not
definitely more skilled.
So I have a question.
But don't all players get compared to players? Like that's what we all do.
That's the point. Yeah, that's the point. Like the media's always be like, oh, this guy reminds me of this great player of the past. They always do that.
They don't like
but we do it as well. We talk about the draft and do it. So
real quick, I want to bring up two people. I got to bring up two people behind here. Who can I drop off for? So who just?
Hey, you can drop me off. I just.
You sure? You got any last words, Mingo, before you go?
No. You can just drop me off. I just listen.
All right, man, and stop being scared of Jordan fans. Kobe's better than Michael Jordan.
Johnny, stop spreading misinformation.
Y'all are missing Gilbert Arenas' point. He's not talking about the player-to-player comparisons. I believe he's talking about when LeBron does anything, it doesn't matter what it is, they pull Jordan out their ass. That's what he's talking about. It doesn't matter what it is.
No, what he's saying, no. What Gilbert Arenas is saying is that every time LeBron James is mentioned, that's the opportunity for them to bring up Michael Jordan. If we were not talking about all the great things LeBron's doing, there's no real reason to bring up Jordan, because just like Max said, when he brings up Curry's the GOAT, nobody sits there and argues with him. Nobody's going to sit there and they're just going to think he's delusional. But when somebody says LeBron is doing something great, when somebody says the 2024 Olympic team is the greatest team of all time, they're the first ones, not the Kobe fans to come in 08.
That's delusional. 2024, that's crazy.
But I'm just saying, but when people say that, the first people that are going to come in and argue that are going to be the ones who think the 92 team is the greatest, only because of Jordan. So at the end of the day, the problem is that whenever the opportunity arises to speak on Jordan, it's usually used when LeBron James' greatness is mentioned. They just can't help themselves. But we got Ishmael in the building. Let's let Ishmael get his take in. Shout out to Ishmael. Thank you for joining us. What you got for today's take, sir?
For me, for now, like I do see it that like every time you mention LeBron James, like his success or if he accomplished something, then yeah, it's gonna be like a standard into Michael Jordan for the most part. Um, and then it's like if you created like the 4 and 6 type of narrative, if you create that standard where it's like 6-0 is the thing, and then so then after that you can say, oh, winning records in the finals is the thing. So I just see that like yeah, every time like I'm sorry, LeBron makes some type of achievement. From what I see, it's always like a comparison to Michael Jordan. It's but I do understand the fact that like other players in their style of play, or if they're going to be coming up to be successful, especially in the shooting guard position, that were athletic and dunkers and can score at will. I think I've heard like Vince Carter and a plethora of players compared to Michael Jordan. I also got a question to Mac Def too.
All right, go ask him.
Okay, Mac Def. So this is not about the GOAT debate. I'm just curious because I understand your criteria. Who has the better career?
What happened?
Mac Def. Who has the better
Yo.
career? This is not about the GOAT, all right? Because I understand your criteria. Who has the better career between Stephen Curry and LeBron? I'm just talking about pure, just basketball with the accolades, the totality of everything. Who has the better career?
I'm gonna take a Steph Curry.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Wow. Why?
Why you ask that question? You know the answer.
I'm taking Steph Curry.
Why?
Hey, wait, before you answer that question, Mac Def, I have been seeing you on Discord. Have y'all exchanged on Discord? Because you got to know Mac Def thinks Steph Curry's the GOAT. You got to know that, Ishmael. Mac Def does not step away from that.
I'm saying this is different from his GOAT criteria, right? So I'm trying to
just
see
who had a better career. That's what he's asking. Who had a better career?
Based on basketball. How does Stephen Curry have a better career than LeBron in career from everything?
There's first of all, he has a dynasty. That's number one. I got a dynasty. I'm taking a dynasty over a lot. Number two, there's three things that Steph Curry has over every NBA player is that he's literally the greatest shooter. He's the only unanimous MVP all time, and he changed the game of basketball. The unanimous MVP, y'all want to look down on it, but you got to understand there was players voting for MVP and there was media voting for MVP. For over 75 years, there's only been one unanimous MVP with different voting systems. I put a lot of weight on that. I put a lot of weight on him being the greatest shooter of all time, far and away than anybody else is close to him. People are closer to Magic being the greatest passer of all time than people are closer than Steph Curry being a shooter. People are closer to LeBron being the greatest scorer all time than people are closer to Steph Curry being the greatest shooter. Like, he's far out and away the best at one specific skill set, and then he changed the game of basketball. So his impact on the game is synonymous.
No, hold on.
What?
I wanted to say. Okay,
what are you using as the greatest shooter?
Look at these LeBron fans.
I was about to address
Yeah, I
that.
just don't know. Like, what are you using as the greatest shooter?
I was about to ask him. Like, there's two things that you said that had nothing to do with basketball.
No, just let him answer it. What are you using as the greatest shooter?
What we used with Steph Curry as the greatest shooter was the distance that he actually shot from, his efficiency, and the volume and made baskets. That's what we determined before he even broke the record. Based on those four aspects, we determined that Steph Curry by 2017 was the greatest shooter of all time. He just proved it. He just let it be cemented with the stats. But before even stats, it was efficiency, his distance, his volume, and made shots.
Okay, so you said his
good answer.
In shooting,
Here's LeBron
was he top 5 or something, or number 1?
You can't seriously be arguing this, Renan.
Top 5
No, I'm just saying. Like you said, in 2017, he was the greatest shooter because of his efficiency. And what?
From shooting from 3-point. So when By 2017, when we looked at Steph Curry just as a shooter, not as a scorer, just as a shooter, the volume at which he shot the ball at from three and the distance that he shot the ball from, we didn't see anybody shooting 30-foot shots 6-7 times a game consistently. So the volume and consistency in the distance of that was never seen before. Then you go to the efficiency, which he shot 45% 3-point land in 2016. But if you calculate it from 30 feet and behind, there was almost a season, almost 3/4 of a season where he was shooting 50% from 30 feet. And then you match the scoring and like I said, the volume with it, we determined like, yeah, nobody's shooting like this guy. We haven't seen nobody shoot like this guy.
Okay,
It had nothing to do with stats or 3-point. Yeah,
Oh,
then the
okay.
3-point
So
field
it
goals.
had
Yeah.
nothing to do with stats. That's what I'm saying. So you're not talking about stats. You're just talking about what you saw.
No, it's stats.
No, hold on. The stat, and that's the issue. That's the issue with the GOAT debate.
What?
If you determine greatness on stats and accolades, that's cool. I'm not disputing that. It has its point in any GOAT debate or any player debate. It's always going to stand.
I didn't ask you about the GOAT debate. I said career. You said
correct. I'm just trying to finish I'm just trying to finish B Lee's question real quick,
really
and then I'll get to you.
Yeah, I really want to know what he was saying about he's the most efficient player of all time.
So again, without any stats, because he didn't make the most 3-point field goals all time by 2017. So without the stats, we said again the volume and the distance that he's shooting from. Nobody else is attempting 9-10 threes a game, and nobody is shooting it from the distance that he is shooting it from. Then we said, well, damn, look at the efficiency as well, which he is making these shots at, and the true shooting percentage. It's like, it was ridiculous to shoot 50-40, to have a 50-40-90 season, shooting that at that distance and the points that he was making. It was determined by like 2017. Yeah, this is the best shooter that we've seen.
The volume,
and then he just proved it by, being consistent at it.
Yeah. Most threes made in a season like 4 different times. At least.
Yeah,
you said what?
We're saying like he's the best shooter because of his threes. Because his threes, like that's what I was trying to get. Like he's the best shooter of all time because he hit the most threes. He shoots the most threes.
His free throws as well. He's the best free throw shooter as well. It's not just because of his threes, bro.
It's his efficiency.
Yeah, the main thing is because of his threes. Yeah, the main thing
distance. It's the distance of his threes.
He's shooting far too. Yeah, but the main thing was because of his 3 points.
But if I'm correct, Trae Young and Damian Lillard shoot better from 30 feet beyond.
From a distance.
From 25 beyond. If I'm correct.
For 10 years?
No.
No,
yeah. 25.
Yeah. If I'm correct.
No, 35 feet beyond, not 25. Not 25.
Not 25? You sure it's 35? You sure it's not 25?
Yeah. Because them dudes like Trae, like that's about half court range. That's Trae Young right there.
Wake me up when Trae Young is averaging like a 40-90 season.
I wanted to address what MacDeff was saying.
Go ahead, Ishmael, and then we'll let New World in after. Go ahead.
Name 2 things that have nothing to do with accomplishments. Like the best shooter of all time is based on. I know awards have some subjectivity and opinions, but we know that anybody can't just be MVP or the unanimous whatever. Yeah, MVP. Yeah, that's a fact. Stephen Curry. Every media voter voted for Stephen Curry as unanimous MVP. I understand it. That's a fact in his career. But you name 2 things that have nothing to do with if he has a career in terms of basketball accomplishments. And I said only basketball. You said because he's the greatest shooter, which is not an accomplishment that determines based on opinion. Other people you can say classify as a better shooter if you include the mid-range. It depends. While I think Stephen Curry may be the greatest shooter, but the second thing that you said was he changed the game. That has nothing to do with on the court what you've done. If you score 2 points,
Yes, it does.
doesn't mean no, it
I mean,
doesn't.
Just say LeBron had a better career.
You didn't say one thing why Steph Curry is the greatest of all time.
No. Hold on.
That's what
The
he's
only
saying.
thing that you
That's what
said
he's
was
saying.
because of his unanimous MVP. Like that's all you said. Like nothing else is. You can't say. I can say LeBron changed the game due to my
Can
opinion.
you tell me why he was unanimous MVP that year? Without looking it up, tell me why he was unanimous MVP.
You know what? Hey, wait. You know what's funny? For every reason, y'all make Bill Russell the GOAT, Wilt Chamberlain the GOAT, Kareem the GOAT, Curry the GOAT, Michael the GOAT, Kobe the GOAT. We could say the same crap about LeBron James. Legitimately, everything y'all say, bro. And LeBron does
There's
it all.
not a skill set that those other players are the greatest at.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Like
LeBron's the greatest all around. Oh wait, LeBron's the greatest all around player. He's the greatest at doing everything.
So wait,
better than Jordan.
Curry was the only unanimous MVP ever because he was the only.
Bird is close. Bird and Duncan is the closest to LeBron and Malone and Hakeem to doing everything on the basketball court. And Dr. J. My bad. And wait, I can't forget Wilt Chamberlain, but we just don't have the stats for Wilt Chamberlain. But other than that, LeBron does everything.
No, but Mac, statistically, real quick. Statistically, LeBron's the greatest, is the best transition player in NBA history, and the best finisher in NBA history.
Facts.
Stats to back that up.
Statistically, you can say that. I'm not taking no LeBron over no Magic Johnson in transition.
What, man? Okay,
You be the only person. You be the only person. What you saying, Travis?
Bro, Magic Johnson wouldn't take Magic Johnson over LeBron James as a transition player, bro. You out of pocket for that.
All right, Travis, what you saying?
So I just want to mainly just if we're downplaying that, so Curry was the only unanimous MVP because he was the only person ever to average at least 30 points plus per game while having a 50-40-90 season, and he was doing it on ridiculously point volume.
No. The real reason Stephen Curry was the unanimous MVP was because somebody was hating on Shaq in 2000 and somebody was hating on LeBron James in 2013. Both of those guys were one vote away from being unanimous MVP. But
correct.
We're not going to take it away from Curry though. Curry is still the only one, and I give Mac that at least he's the only one.
You gotta put weight on it.
Travis,
it does. I agree with you.
I'm not disputing that, but I'm just saying like he only named one thing why he has a better career than LeBron. Like legit. Like
he doesn't have a better career than LeBron at all.
Nobody has a better career than LeBron.
It's not close. It's not close.
Nobody. Let's let New World in though. Ishmael finishes and then we'll let New World in.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
That's right. We're going after everybody. We're taking over the basketball world. LeBron James, the GOAT.
Oh, let me finish. He named two things that got nothing to do with tangibles in terms of accomplishments on the court. And so he said one thing. So my point was that people tend the GOAT debate doesn't have to always do with career in their perspective. Because that's why I say like you can prove whose career is better, but doesn't mean that people feel like the greatest of all time is due to career. So that's what I was trying to get at.
You just wanted him to say LeBron.
I still want to ask him a question.
I wanted to hear his answer.
Wait. Let's let New World in. New World's been very patient, y'all. Y'all been having enough fun going back and forth with one another. It's been a great show. You guys go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Again, we are going live on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, plus the FYF Sports Debate channel. We do this every Sunday live, no matter if it's football or not. Because we're basketball fans, and we love the GOAT debate just like every other basketball fan loves the GOAT debate, even though some claim they don't. Let's let New World get his take in. What you got going on for us today, New World? Peace, brother. Thank you.
Salute to you, Johnny. Salute to all you guys on the panel. It's a great Sunday. Y'all been killing this topic for the most part. I joined a little bit late, but y'all pretty much said everything that needed to be said on this topic. I'll just repeat a little bit. But when it comes to the LeBron James and Michael Jordan comparisons, I think everybody made the accurate description. Like whenever LeBron James accomplishes anything, like, you know, his fans don't even have to say, you know, don't even have to say LeBron is the GOAT. You'll just have immediate Jordan fans or Kobe fans trying to detract, you know, whatever he did. Like when he broke the scoring record, you know, people immediately took to Twitter and whatever saying that, oh, LeBron's not the GOAT just because he broke the scoring record. And nobody even, like, I mean, at least I didn't say anything about him being the GOAT. But they just, that's just like their immediate knee-jerk response whenever LeBron does something great. So in that sense, whenever LeBron does something, he's going to be compared to Jordan because he's wearing 23. So he puts it on himself a little bit. Like he has to kind of own up to that. But LeBron's never really ducked the smoke from the comparisons. They've been comparing this man to Jordan since he was 16, 17 in high school. So the man embraced it. I don't think he really complains about it that much. So it's a good topic for discussion. But like we kind of knew that this is what the trajectory was going to be. I mean, as far as like a lot of players being compared to Jordan, though, I think that was mostly happening. Like I think Sturdy was right, like the late '90s and early 2000s. But really during LeBron's era, I haven't really seen very many players like be compared to Jordan like that. Like during LeBron's era specifically, like you got like Anthony Edwards and Jimmy Butler off the top of my head, and not counting anyone from like the 2000s era, that were drafted before LeBron. I can't really think of anybody else that you could say was like compared to Jordan.
Malik Monk,
really?
I'm just joking.
We do
it
all the time because I don't like the narratives and whatnot. But I'm just a pure basketball fan. But when it comes to like hearing people on like the Twitter spaces and the YouTube spaces, I hear a lot of oh, that's Jordan's son from the two of them specifically. But I don't hear that for like a Devin Booker or like a Jason Tatum. Maybe because they're light skinned, they're not black. I don't know. Like I think that's also another thing. Like they're black, they're pretty dark skinned. You could say
those players are compared to Kobe. They're compared to Kobe.
Yeah, I mean they are compared to Kobe, which is weird. But like when it comes to like Jordan specifically though, like I do think it's like because they're black, they've put on dominant performances like you would expect any great player to. And you can say in passing that they look like Jordan. I don't know. I never saw it when people were saying that Jimmy and Ant look like Jordan. I never saw it, but there were some people that were like, "Oh, he kind of looks like, Jordan when he was younger. Or he could be like his illegitimate child or whatever that they were trying to push at the time." So, that's really my opinion on it.
I think the only people I've ever seen them compare Jordan to or compare, like they say, "Oh, this guy's like Jordan," is when it's relative to the GOAT debate in general. So as an example, they'll use Jimmy Butler, right? They'll say, "Oh, look at Jimmy Butler leading a team with nobody by himself." That's the narrative behind Jordan. Jordan was doing it by himself. Now, mind you, Jimmy Butler didn't win. So when he didn't win, they just tossed him aside. Yep. They only used it when it was legitimate, just like Kevin Durant. In 18, 19, Kevin Durant was the greatest player in the NBA, better than LeBron. All this talk. Once Stephen Curry won a championship in 2022, all that went out the window, and it was, oh my God, Stephen Curry got 4 championships in LeBron's era. Although, when he won his 3rd championship, matching LeBron with 3, they never said it then because they were on Kevin Durant's.
He didn't have more finals MVP at all.
That's because they was on Kevin Durant's coattail then. They was on Kevin Durant's coattail then.
We're trying to boost Kevin Durant. Right.
Exactly. So, and when Curry won his 3rd title, they weren't thinking, oh, let's make Curry better than LeBron because he matched LeBron in championships. Because they were saying, look, Kevin Durant's beating LeBron. He's the GOAT. Or he's better than LeBron. Then when that didn't work for them, they went back to Stephen Curry because they went to Jimmy Butler. So in between Curry and KD, it was Jimmy Butler. Then Curry gets beaten in the playoffs by LeBron. They don't mention that. They run to Anthony Edwards because he beat Joker. Mm-hmm. And if Anthony Edwards doesn't beat Joker, they don't call him Michael Jordan's son. It's because, he did something that LeBron couldn't do, at least in their mind, because LeBron beat Joker in 2020. It's all narrative-based. So
that's facts, because they didn't do the Jimmy Butler comparison until 2020, where he took his team to the finals.
Exactly. So
he had been in the league for like 5-6 years before that even happened, and that was the first time we had ever heard it.
But when we say Michael Jordan's DeMar DeRozan, they get upset. Or if we say like here in GOAT James Kingdom, he's Malik Monk, they get upset. But we got proof, because he is actually looking just like Malik Monk.
I think Jordan fans get upset when you compare
6 in this building. One of their home losses came from these Sacramento Kings as Malik Monk back to an 8-point game. Kings' largest lead was 14 in that first quarter. Monk, he had Mike Conley draped all on him, but he played him like a fiddle for the 2nd straight game. Here's Malik.
That's a foul right there.
Edwards got a piece of him. Davion, though, is having himself a night. He's got 9 points. Shot clock is off. 5 on the clock. Monk Throws it out. HB falling, firing, hitting. HB.
He's just great at attacking you after offensive rebounds, and that was a long bounce on that missed three.
Let's see if Malik can get going. Splash. Malik Monk.
That, you know, you're kind of bumping jaws a little bit. It's physical out there, but Malik is not the guy that you want to get into it with. There's tons of value in that.
Monk regathered himself. Oh, tough fall away. Uh-oh. Somebody's woke up the beast. Somebody's woke up the bear.
So let me ask you a question, New World. Is it disrespect to say that Malik Monk is like Michael Jordan?
No, I wouldn't say that it's disrespect. I mean, if you're gonna single out certain players who have dominant performances and say that they're like Jordan, why can't you say that for all other players as well? You know what I mean? Because I don't think anybody, I mean, at least me, I don't have a problem with people comparing, you know, players and whatnot, especially if you had like a great game. Like, you know, I mean, we're not in basketball. I mean, this WNBA shit, but like, look at Aja Wilson putting up like 40 and 20. You know, she's a great WNBA player. I don't know very many WNBA players, but she's setting the precedent out there. I'm pretty sure in like 20 years, if there's another player doing something similar, they're going to be comparing them to Aja Wilson for what she's doing right now. You know, so in the NBA, you know, I think it's just the Jordan fans that are super sensitive. Only they can choose who.
But look, oh, here we go. We got a Michael Jordan fan here. Not even close. They're not close at all.
I'm not really Jordan fan.
Look. We're talking basketball, and shout out to Willie. Willie is saying, "Oh, we're gonna see some Air Monk sneakers." So unless he's selling sneakers.
Well, I mean, look at Jimmy Butler and Ant. They're not even close to Michael Jordan in any respect at all when it comes to his career, but y'all still want to compare them. So it's like, why them, but not somebody else?
They're comparing Anthony Edwards like the first part of Jordan career, which the first part of Jordan career compared to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is a more skilled player.
Way more skilled.
He's more skilled than Jordan was at that age. So that's one of the reasons that when he had a good game in the Olympics, the Jordan talk wrapped up again. And then the next game he didn't score and it died down.
The Jordan talk with Anthony Edwards started like last season. It had nothing to do with Joker or the Olympics.
No, it started when he beat Joker. It started when he called Kevin Durant the old man. They was like, oh look, that's when they paid attention to him. Then when he beat the Joker, that's when he was Michael Jordan's son. Sturdy. We've been doing this for a long time in GOAT James Kingdom. I got evidence. I'm just saying, I got evidence.
The Jordan comparison for Anthony Edwards did not start with Jordan.
So as soon as Anthony Edwards scored 30 points in the Olympics, that Jordan talk wrapped up again.
I agree with the biasness, but as a Jordan fan, like T Perfect and Craig, don't we just get furious when somebody tries to compare these players to Jordan already with no chips?
No, because
that's what Jordan fans do.
Wait, Banchero is the next LeBron. Shout out to Banchero. If I'm saying his name correct, Banchero. Paolo Banchero. He's a beast. We're never gonna treat Banchero like y'all treat Anthony Edwards by doing this to Anthony Edwards, because y'all get mad because he didn't make the finals. And then y'all went on Kyrie Irving's jockstrap, and y'all got mad at that because y'all don't think Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown is worthy of Michael Jordan's label. They mad at Jason Tatum because he said he's Kobe.
He did say that.
Yeah, he did. He did say that he mirrors his game behind Kobe. They were mad at that. He said that Kobe.
Yeah, but that's different from saying he is Kobe. That's a difference.
That's what he said. That's what they don't want you. You can't say that. That's just like when Cannabis said, "Yo, let me get that tattoo of the mic on your arm." L was like, "Nah, you can't do that. Can't do that."
Yeah, Michael Jordan fans are the biggest gatekeepers.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You cannot be inspired. You cannot do that. There's a gatekeeper, and that's the Zesty Jeffreys. Kobe's able to do that. If Anthony Edwards wins a championship, they'll put him there.
He's able to do that, yeah.
But there's no Zesty Jeffrey.
You can't put Zach LaVine. Like they got mad. We put Malik Monk. I guarantee you, we can find dunk highlights of Malik Monk and better than Jordan's.
Better than Jordan.
But they don't play nothing alike. We can move that. Why would I compare them and play nothing alike?
Malik Monk don't play nothing like Jordan. Y'all don't know Michael Jordan. He played just like Jordan in the 80s.
Jordan was coming off curls for the mid range. He was coming off curls on the mid range. That's what he was doing.
Jordan wasn't we talked about Jordan in that mid range. We talked Jordan about that mid range.
Coming off pin downs.
Malik Monk does the same thing.
Malik does the same thing.
Yeah, so he's coming off pin downs for threes. Okay.
When Edwards and Malik Monk has the most balance.
Oh wait. Sturdy. The three is the replacement of the mid range. You telling me Jordan didn't come around the curl for mid range?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but in this era, you're gonna do it from the 3-point line. You're not gonna do it from the mid range because you can hit a three. Now, obviously,
you can do it from the mid range if you're elite at it, like KD and DeRozan.
No, Malik Monk could shoot a 3-pointer better than the 80s Jordan could shoot a 3-pointer. That's fact. Or basically, he probably shoot 3-pointer better than Jordan in general. But that's the point. But he said his skill set, everything that he does was all Michael Jordan, getting to the rim.
Yeah. Dunking, windmills.
Matter of fact, he probably got a higher vertical than Jordan. He probably got a better vertical than Jordan.
He does.
There's no Zesty Jeffreys up here.
But
I
not
just
more
respect
skill.
I'm not going to compare a great player to a role player in any era. That's just disrespectful.
Easy.
We're talking about skill level, though. We're not talking about production.
Malik
Monk
skill level. That's what I'm trying to say.
Jordan didn't have a post game. Jordan didn't have a post game until he was 30-something.
Bro, that's a lie. Jordan had a
Everybody out there, please watch games from Jordan rookie season. They played nothing alike. That's why I don't get this disrespect.
We did. We got footage. We can show you exact footage of how Malik Monk was just like Jordan.
Show footage of rookie Jordan.
No, don't, please. Oh, God.
Hold on. For anybody that said Jordan was playing in the post,
why disrespect any great player? I don't care if it's Jordan or LeBron. Why disrespect any great player?
Here's the thing.
It's not wait. Why is it disrespect to say that Michael Jordan and Malik Monk shared skill level? That's what we're trying to explain. That's why y'all can't talk about Jordan without comparing him to LeBron. Because y'all can't say Jordan and Malik Monk are equal in skill level?
Who's y'all?
No.
You're just saying words.
Not even close.
You have no way of proving this to be true.
I think King John's.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, Monk shoots like 50% for 10 years and averages like 30 points for his career and has 9.
We're not talking about career. We're not talking about he's
MVPs.
We're talking about play style. They don't play nothing alike.
Yeah.
And Malik Monk. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. Malik Monk, it looked just like Mike when he be dunking. He got nothing but the same athleticism, same everything. Attacking the basket, first step, all of that.
That's why he's good.
Creative at the rim, the little mid-range shot. We saw that. I just showed you his mid-range shot. Matter of fact, I got something for you, Sturdy. Since you say Michael Jordan supposedly in his rookie year was doing something, show me where Michael Jordan was doing nothing but dunking in this.
Think Air Jordan this season. By Nike.
Yo, not only that they did not show you Michael Jordan head get at the rim, they didn't show you Michael Jordan posting up. They didn't show you Michael Jordan shooting, because as a rookie, he wasn't doing none of that shit.
This is a commercial right now.
Because he was dunking. He was known as Air Jordan, not because of post-ups, not because of jump shots.
Did I say post-ups? I didn't say post-ups.
I heard post-ups. I heard mid-range curls. I heard mid-range curls. He didn't have none of that, and he didn't have none of that in his rookie season. It was attacking the basket and dunking the ball.
So he averaged 37 points at the basket.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Over 60% of Michael Jordan shots were at the rim.
Because it's
I
Jordan,
told y'all,
I
did it.
We gonna disrespect a great player?
It's not disrespect. Why is it disrespect to say? Exactly. Why is it disrespect? Wait. Why is it disrespect to say Michael Jordan can get to the rim better than shoot the ball? Why is that disrespect?
No, that's not what you're saying. You saying
yes, I'm telling you that's
like, and they don't.
They do. Malik is actually better than rookie Jordan.
They don't play alike. Period.
Now, if you drop Malik, if we could drop Malik Monk in 1985, he's going to average 28 points per game easily.
Let me say 2K. Let me drop it. Let me try to simulate the 2K, but we're not talking about 2K, Jordan. I'm talking about reality.
I ain't saying 2K. I'm just telling you what Malik Monk could do.
Yeah, and what he can. It's not about what he can do. When you watch those players play, they don't play alike. I don't get it.
What?
That's the point, and that's the whole premise. Like, why?
Anthony Edwards don't play. Anthony Edwards or Jimmy Butler play like Mike. None of them play like Mike.
That's why I said it earlier as well.
None of them play like Mike. None of them dudes that y'all be saying play like Mike. Besides Kobe, play like Mike.
LeBron James with a decent jumper, maybe below average. And
Yeah, because Lamar Odom does, because he's a 6'9", 6'11" guy who can dribble and penetrate and dish off the ball well.
He has as much skill as LeBron James, which is exactly what you said verbatim.
He does.
That wouldn't be downplaying LeBron James.
No, because Lamar Odom is one of those guys. He was LeBron James before LeBron James.
He's as good as LeBron James.
No, he's not as good as LeBron James, but he has the skill level of LeBron James. He's a 6'9", 6'10" guy who can dribble him, and yes, they do. He's just LeBron James is just nobody. Listen. If you put Lamar Odom in today's NBA, he's gonna be able to do that. Y'all forget how good Lamar Odom was.
He's not. They don't play alike. You know what, Johnny? They do not play alike. I don't know what to tell you, bro. They don't.
No. They have the same skill sets. Lamar Odom has the same skill sets as LeBron. He's just not as good as LeBron. Nobody said that. Nobody said Malik Monk is better than Jordan. We just says he has the same skill sets.
So Lamar Odom was not nearly the defender LeBron was. That's the skill level.
And Lamar did have better handle than LeBron.
He wasn't nearly the passer or rebounder.
Lamar has some serious handles. He did. He did have some serious handles. LeBron's a better passer though, but he could pass like LeBron. He can dribble. So can LeBron.
Maybe shoot the ball. That's it.
Huh?
That's the only skill that he had that would approach LeBron. LeBron's a better passer.
He's just not a better. He's not a better scorer than LeBron, but he'll give you that.
He's not as athletic. He's not as quick. He doesn't drop as high.
So the skill thing, the skill.
They don't play nothing alike, yo.
Yeah, but you talking about the skill level as far as athleticism. No, he's not as athletic as LeBron. But so y'all gonna tell me Malik Monk is not as athletic as 85 Jordan?
Actually, I'll stand on that. I'll stand on that. Yeah, Jordan's more athletic than Malik Monk. Any version of Jordan that played in the league.
I've never seen
Jordan. Any version of Jordan. Are you saying that? A 98 Jordan is more athletic than Monk?
I just know Monk make two good passes and they have an uncontested drive to the ring. That's all I saw.
Well, you guys never seen Malik Monk or something.
They never. No, of course they never see Malik Monk. They never see Malik Monk play basketball.
Oh no, yeah, that's the thing. We got to use Zesty Jeffrey tactics when talking to not people.
It's not. It's not. Jordan is great. Oh wait, stop it. Jordan is great. You're never gonna come to GOAT James Kingdom and find out that Jordan's not a great basketball player. But we're talking skill sets. We're talking skill sets.
Is not Jordan. They're not on the same level. Y'all said they say they play alike and they don't play alike.
Oh, they play alike.
I don't get it.
Malik Monk be dunking all over the place, just like Jordan be dunking all over the place.
If we compare Scottie Pippen to LeBron, they play. That's a fair comparison. They play just alike. That's a fair comparison.
Yeah, Scottie's just not as great of a scorer as LeBron is. That's the only difference.
Skill set.
Yeah, Scottie can pass, Scottie can dribble, Scottie can facilitate, Scottie can score, Scottie can get to the basket, Scottie's great in transition. All those skill sets apply to LeBron James.
Sturdy, I think you're just being too stuck on the fact that it's not about them playing identical. It's like they have similar skill sets. You can't tell me that Jordan was doing anything in his rookie season that Malik Monk hasn't done. Like
can't do. Yeah.
Can't do, exactly. You can't say it. So it doesn't matter about them playing identical to each other. And yeah, it's obvious Malik Monk didn't model his game after Jordan, so he's not going to look similar. But they have similar skill sets.
The premise is, dog, when I'm talking about any player, I don't have to bring up a different player of a different decade. That's the premise. I said that at the beginning of the show. And that's what the disrespect is, too. Is like, and to quote Gil again, if you're a real Jordan fan, you don't even care what LeBron James does. And you're a fan of any legit player. You don't care what any other player does.
There's only two players.
Difference.
Listen, there's only two players in basketball history that you can compare other players to, and people feel like you're disrespecting them, and that's Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Nobody gets upset when y'all compare LeBron James to anybody. We don't get angry about it.
I do the same thing with any player. No, when you just said Paolo is compared to LeBron, I'm like, they don't play nothing like. What are you talking about?
What?
LeBron play like Paolo.
Have you seen Pablo play? Paulo be balling.
Yes, hey John. Yes, hey John. I actually seen him play live multiple times.
He's
They don't play nothing
6'9",
live.
he's like 6'9", 260. Dribble the ball well. He reminds me of the first thing Cleveland and LeBron. A lot of it.
He can remind you, but even then they don't play
Yeah,
alike. They don't play
That's what I'm saying.
That is wild, bro.
Like,
No,
bro,
yeah,
it's
yo,
any player.
all right, how many of y'all watching?
No,
All right, how many?
it's not
All right, wait, let's be real. Sturdy. Let's be real. How many Orlando Magic games do you really watch?
Honestly, per year now, about 20, 25. Live last year specifically, I went to 3 games.
Orlando Magic games?
You know Orlando Magic traveled, right?
No, I'm asking you. So you say you watch over 25 Orlando Magic games, and you've been to 3 Orlando Magic games?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That's
I'm
just
not
last
gonna argue
season.
with you then.
That's just last
I'm not
season.
gonna argue with you. And you telling me when
No,
you
I'm not,
watched
bro.
Ben Carroll play, you didn't see no resemblance of LeBron?
No, I don't do that. When I watch a player, I just appreciate what that player is doing. I don't be like, oh, he played like this. Or he look. I don't know. I try to appreciate greatness that's in front of me. And
I
that's the real
do.
disrespect.
I'm not disrespecting Ben Carroll by saying that he has some resemblance to LeBron. That's actually giving him some
No,
credit. He's
you
actually
said
good.
he played like LeBron. That's inaccurate.
He does.
There's no version of Paulo Banchero that played like LeBron.
Well, my eye test tells me different. His stats and
I
everything.
don't think Paulo got that point guard ability and passing that LeBron got. The IQ.
I mean, obviously he's not going to be on the same level as LeBron. It's just we're just calling out similarities. That's all it is. You can see a player resemble somebody else, but they don't have to be
That's all he
exactly.
said. That's not similar. That's not similar. That's vague as hell. Oh, he's 6'9"
He said more than just 6'9", though. He said a couple other attributes that this kid has that LeBron also has. It's not that hard to put together.
Ben Carroll last year averaged, which is his 3rd NBA season, if I'm correct. His 3rd NBA season.
Oh, now we're talking about stats.
But that's what because his stats is what involved around it. Talking about how he plays like LeBron because of what he does.
Now we're not talking about the skill and what we see. Now we're talking about stats.
It's his second. Yes, no, but that's, again,
but you didn't agree with it.
Skills and stats are going to be you can't separate
that's true.
that.
I did tell you what we saw.
What?
No, you can't because your skills
No,
are
stat is a result of
your
production.
stats are a result
That
of
has
your
nothing to do with
skills. Yeah, it does because you can't have production if you don't have skill. What are you talking about?
What? That makes no sense.
You say Malik Monk is not comparable to Jordan because he don't have the stats.
I didn't say nothing about stats.
Yeah, you did say that because you said you're comparing Jordan to LeBron.
Anybody on
When
this
you
panel,
say
I'll
that,
pay you
you're obviously
$20 right
saying
now
he
if you
doesn't
say
have the
that I
same
don't know stats
production
between
as
Malik
Jordan,
and
bro.
Jordan.
That's literally
I'll
what you're
say you
fucking saying,
$25
bro.
right now if you prove that I said anything about stats between Jordan and Malik Monk. Please. Free money.
You was talking about
That's wild.
the mid range, and all this other crap.
I ain't say a single number and no a new world such thing. Like having handles is a skill, right? But there is not a single numerical stat for that. But does that mean it don't exist? The fuck we talking about?
We're talking about Ben Carroll.
We were just saying Malik Monk has the skills of Michael Jordan in the 80s, and you were very upset about that. And
yeah, you was. Yeah, you was.
No, I'm upset when people give any inaccurate decision about any great player. They don't play alike. That's my premise. That's my motive.
I wish I had the video Brandon made. Brandon, I know you don't have it available as well. Oh my God, we showed it.
Y'all, I don't think we know how to value skill set. That's
like me saying Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson play alike. No, they don't. Why? Because they taller and they can pass? No.
What? In transition, LeBron and Magic share a lot of similarities.
Man, they played like it's transition, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yeah, Magic was ridiculous.
What y'all talking about?
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like LeBron, even when LeBron was in high school, they were comparing him to Magic more than anybody because of his vision, the way he sets up plays, the way he goes in transition and fast breaks, all of that. And on top of that, he was athletic. He was basically just an athletic Magic. That's why they were confused. Because they was like, yo, he can dunk from the free throw line, but he can also make a pass from 60 feet.
Yeah, that alone makes you play exactly like Magic. I get it.
No, because how many people can make a pass from 60 feet?
Nobody said.
Wait. I know you don't like. Wait. No, Sturdy. I know you don't like John Stockton, but we're gonna exclude him because he can make a pass from 60 feet. Who else can make an accurate pass from 60 feet besides LeBron James and Magic Johnson?
Jason Kidd, if you're talking about bigs, what's
Okay.
outlet pass?
Okay.
Jerry
Okay.
West, Russ Unseld, those are outlet passes that can make accurate outlet passes. You're talking about Larry Bird as well, Joker, Steve Nash.
Oh wait. You said I said outlet pass. I said a 60-foot pass.
Yeah,
Outlet
60
pass.
foot?
Yeah, an
That's
outlet
outlet
pass is. Yeah, that's like a 90-foot pass. We're talking about 60 foot. We're talking about running in transition and make a 60-foot pass in transition. Like
Okay, Joker. Oh, that even helped me more. Option. Joker, Jason Kidd, Chris Paul. Who else? Halliburton. That's that. So who else? I gotta go do with this. I don't know. Mark Jackson underrated. Mark Jackson.
Okay.
Who else?
There's a lot of people.
No, I know it's a lot of people. Which one? Oh wait, which one of them are comparable to LeBron James and Magic? Because you're talking about 6'2" Magic. No, that's what I'm saying. You never had a 6'9" guy who could dribble up the court and make that kind of pass. You brought up Joker. Joker can do it, but he does not have the skill level as far as LeBron and Magic. We're talking about dribbling up the court.
For example, Ben Simmons is basically 6'10" he can pass. I'm not going to say he played like Magic Johnson.
Are y'all just talking about height?
And he's another one that can make a 60-foot pass.
That's all I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. But look at all the players you mentioned. None of them are disrespectful. To mention them because they can physically do what I'm asking you to do. So the same thing that we're saying. No. What we're telling you is that the physicality and the abilities of 80s Jordan is very similar with Malik Monk, and it's not disrespect to say that.
Yes, it is. That's more.
There's disrespectful because of the stat.
Because of Michael Jordan's legacy. Fuck the stats. We're not talking about stats. None of them got the stats of LeBron.
Skill set and play alike is totally two different things, though.
But that's what we're trying to explain to you. We're not saying skill because Jordan
can do it.
He can do that. He can dunk like Jordan could dunk. He can get to the rim the way Jordan could get to the rim. He can pop up and shoot the mid-range like Jordan could shoot the mid-range. He could run around the little curl and do the same things Jordan did.
No, because you can have the same. You can have the same capability of skill, but don't play alike. For example, Vince Carter had the same skill level as Kobe, but they didn't play alike. Same era and everything. They did not play alike.
They play similar.
Kobe can't get to the rim.
Agree, disagree.
Kobe can't get above the rim into the rim like Vince Carter. He was a better outside player than Vince Carter.
I said they had similar skills. That's what I said. Right?
No, they do. Yes. And that's why Vince Carter, Kobe, and all were compared to Mike. Because they had the same skill set. They all got. They were guys who would get to the rim and
dunk.
dunk.
Compared to Mike because of the college he went to, he's a shooting guard. But that's why I put.
No, because he can dunk.
Skill set.
Vince Carter was compared to Michael Jordan because he could dunk.
No, hey Johnny, like if you go through like the mainstream media, like any great North Carolina player, they compared to Jordan.
Not Kenny Smith, not Antoine Jameson.
Because Kenny Smith came in the league at St. Thomas.
Not Hazerborough, not Rasheed Wallace.
Kobe could do.
Wait. Kobe is compared to Jordan for mid-range. Vince Carter was compared to Jordan because of dunking. That's it. Jordan is known for mid-range and dunking. He doesn't do nothing else.
You gotta stop telling these people that too. He did other stuff too. Why y'all keep saying that?
That's what he's known for. That's what Zesty Jeffrey tells me all the time. I get all their comments. They be in my DMs,
I keep telling you,
my
Johnny,
emails.
there's no Zesty Jeffrey on this panel.
There's none, but you're defending them.
How?
By arguing with me.
So anytime someone arguing with Johnny, there's Zesty Jeffrey.
No, when you argue about Michael Jordan the way you're arguing about Michael Jordan, I'm bringing you statements that people tell you about Michael Jordan. You're telling me that's wrong when that's what they say.
No, I'm saying that their statements have nothing to do with my statement.
Let me rephrase. I'm saying for the fact that you feel disrespect that we are comparing Malik Monk and Michael Jordan's skill set, put you alongside the Zesty Jeffrey. So yes, today you're sitting as a Zesty Jeffrey.
I'm saying for any great player,
it's not disrespect.
Because you compare LeBron to LeBron, I push back against that. When I propose the Ben Simmons and Magic Johnson, I push back against that. Is it disrespect
to say Ben Carroll and LeBron share similarities? Is it?
You can say that. That's not what you said before.
No. Do you say that?
Yes, they share similarities, but they don't play alike. That's what we're saying.
Do you take it as disrespect that I compared Ben Carroll and LeBron? Is that disrespect to LeBron?
Black and white, no.
So why is it disrespect for Jordan? See what I'm saying?
Because what did you say about Malik Monk and Jordan that they play alike? That's
they share similarities. That's what I said.
The
same shit.
Y'all saying two different things, but y'all trying to say
that's why I'm thank you.
What
No,
you saying?
I can't. Wait. I can't compare Banchero to Jordan because he doesn't have similarities to Jordan. He has it to LeBron. Malik Monk has similarities to Jordan.
I just want you to know, Johnny, what you're saying right
Yeah,
now is not the same thing. What you saying on it?
You're just arguing semantics at this point. Can we like move on?
No, we got a lot of people in the comments. We got a lot of people watching the show. Thanks again, y'all, for joining us. This is the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny.
Skills are relegated by stats.
Skills is predicated by what you do on the basketball court. The stats is your production. That's it.
Production and skill
Yeah.
is all. It all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, you can be you can be super skilled like Malik Beasley or Michael Beasley, and it doesn't matter because he didn't have the production. We're not talking about production. We're talking about skill. Exactly. Vince Carter was.
That's what I'm saying.
So who's the best skilled players? Y'all ranking?
You also have to produce on top of that. Again, Malik Monk doesn't produce nowhere near Michael Jordan produced. We're not saying that.
Oh, let's build on this propaganda you spelled about Kobe, right? You guys say Kobe Bryant is better than Jordan, right? Because he's more skilled. But we compare their production. Jordan wants to do production.
Of course. That's why we have Jordan.
That's differentiating.
But that's why we have Jordan in front of Kobe because we go by production.
No, that's what I'm saying, Johnny.
Kobe in
Even though
production, what are
Kobe's
you
more
talking
skilled,
about?
we understand the production of Mike is completely different. It's different.
Listen,
it's not both hand in
Jordan
hand.
doesn't watch Kobe in production.
We take disrespect when people say LeBron James is Karl Malone. That's disrespect.
No, well, Travis, Mike, that's referring to Kobe Bryant had more total points than Jordan. He has more total assists than Jordan. That's what he's talking about.
That doesn't matter at all.
That's a part of it, but it keeps him close. It keeps him close.
5 more years. If you have time, Jordan destroys him in that. And
Well, what do you guys talk? I mean, what else is production? When we say LeBron's production, you can't argue that.
Y'all always ask us what's production when we tell you it's everything: stats, accolades, and
Thank
achievements.
you. That's what I'm saying. I take accountability in that. Like, if you want to say LeBron James got the most production, you gonna mums the word on me. The only thing I can bring up is Wilt Chamberlain.
Stats.
That's about it.
That's why he's number 2.
Okay, so basically, let's say if Kobe, and I'm not even holding it again because I don't use his last 3 years like to knock his stats at all or like his averages, right? So let's just say he played the same amount of time as Michael Jordan, right? Even Kobe's best years, if we're just using that, Mike still watched him in points per game, efficiency, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, and accolades. What's the argument for Kobe being a better player?
If you're gonna argue peak, then yeah, Jordan's peak is better than Kobe. But he just said production, which means a career in stats.
Anyone you try to
say that Jordan watches him in career stats is not true.
So it's not factual. It's not factual.
Mac Jeff, here's why my criteria is the best. So any top 10 player that you're going to look at, any consensus, name any top 10 player that you think is consensus. There's a stretch of between 9 and 11 years, no more, no less. I can like anywhere you want to use that they have dominated analytically, and that's why they're top 10. And it's without question, without fail. Across the board, you can look at that time frame. They're leading the league, not just their team, the league, in like offensive, defensive win shares. They're top 5 in like offensive, defensive box plus minus. They're leading the league in scoring, rebound. All these things that like measure their impact on the team. These guys that we consider top 10 have these 9 to 10 or 9 to 11 year stretches where they were the GOAT at it. Generally speaking, there's not 10 or there's 10 players. Like again, I'm just talking consensus. If you have an outlier, fine. Kobe's an outlier, but all these people have dominated in that way that we can measure. That's why the top 10 players of all time. That's why my criteria is the best because it looks at these things. And again, it's without fail. That's what it is. And their overall resumes.
Stop lying about your criteria.
But based on that, Kobe was a better two-way player for longer than Jordan. Based on that,
he wasn't.
Based on what you just said. Based on what you just said.
When I say a fact that Jordan watches Kobe in production, I mean we build all the basic production that people use. Not just career totals, also not just career totals in the regular season, but all career totals in the playoffs. Not on per game during their prime career.
More
it's also the same thing in the playoffs. He is watching this dude, bro.
Hold on, wait. Let's. I want to ask Craig this because Craig is a true Jordan fan. Craig, is it wrong to say that Kobe and Mike share similarities in skill sets, but obviously Jordan was just way much more productive than Kobe?
I mean, that, but Kobe, you can make the argument Kobe is a little more skilled than Jordan because, like I said, you can only do what you're allowed to do. Your skills, really, like I said this last time, the rules allow you to do certain things. So you're not going to train on a certain skill if you're not allowed to do it on a consistent basis. So when Kobe came in, he was allowed to do more stuff, but essentially gave him more of a skill set than what Jordan was allowed to do when he came in. So you can say Kobe has more skills than Jordan, but the skills Jordan had produced a better outcome than what Kobe's skill set produced.
I mean, that's how I see it. Because again, the skill sets are gonna continue to get better because players just learn so much as they get better. The guys today just can do so much. So the skill set doesn't really make you the better player. That's why I was trying to tell you about Mike Peake, because for Mike Peake's idea, it's about your skill sets. It's what you can do on the basketball court. So for him, it's LeBron, it's Kobe, then it's Mike, then it's Steph, then it's Shaq. Because in his mind, these guys are the most skilled players. Shaq's probably the most skilled big man in his mind. He doesn't think nobody's more skilled than him. That's how he's viewing it. You see what I'm saying?
That man didn't say nothing about skill when Travis asked him why you got your top 5. That man said nothing about skill.
Yeah, he said that. He said look, everything he said was based on LeBron James's ability to do certain things that other people just can't do. That's all skill set. Even the idea of being 18 years old and doing all that stuff is based on his skill sets. LeBron does everything to him.
His top 5 because we asked him. He didn't go into depth why he had his top 5. So we don't.
But his idea of LeBron being the GOAT is because LeBron can do everything. LeBron does. He does more.
He said why LeBron's a GOAT, which is pretty obvious. No one has done stuff that LeBron's done, so it's not really a question. I don't know why people argue it.
Yeah, it's a part of his skill set. LeBron can do everything on the basketball court. LeBron could score. LeBron could pass. He can play defense. He can rebound. Nah, not everybody can do that. Not everybody.
If you have the production, and the separator is skill, that yes, you can say that you're a better player if I have the production and I'm more skilled. That yes, you have an argument.
Yeah, but nobody has the same production. Everybody's production is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had equal production and then you had no choice but to go to skill set, I get it. But there's not one player in any conversation we could talk about that has the same production. Everybody's production is different.
No, it's different because of games played.
There's marginal differences.
Yeah,
I can name
there's marginal
differences,
but nobody's gonna say Vince Carter has the production even though he was skilled and played all them.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why his skill set don't matter because he didn't produce enough.
We're talking about the top 10. These are just we're just talking about the greatest. So everybody's got production in the top 10, no matter what, even if it's not.
Yeah, but some have more than others. Some have more than others.
This is like
but some are more skilled than others.
Yeah, but
some has a lot more than others.
But that's why we don't go by the skill level. Because in reality, a lot of people, y'all keep talking. A lot more players today are skilled than Michael Jordan. A lot.
Yeah, that's a fact. But the thing about basketball, Johnny, like skill is not the only advantage. If I have the athletic advantage, because I know this channel, we don't like to bring up intangibles. But certain intangibles do matter. Your work ethic is an intangible that matters. Your preparation is an intangible that matters.
It does matter. We never said it. It doesn't matter.
I didn't say it didn't matter. I'm saying
we can't measure it. There's no way to measure Kobe Bryant's work ethic compared to Jordan's work ethic.
No,
how can we compare that?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
that's why it means nothing.
I'm saying skill in any era don't mean you're a better player because there's other things that affect your performance. That makes you dominant. That's what I'm saying. You think there was more skilled guys than Jordan or as skilled guys than Jordan in his era? There were. But there's certain things that he had
No, Jordan was one of the most skilled players in his era. They didn't have guys
tell that to Penny Hardaway. Why
do you go to somebody that was drafted in 1994?
That's Jordan's era.
That was Jordan last 3 years.
Talking about what are we talking about? Skill, like
his era, right? Am I bugging? Is the 90s not Jordan's era?
Yeah.
Jordan didn't even play the whole.
Did they not play against one up in the playoffs? Am I bugging?
No, you're not.
Trying to understand what is the.
All right, let's do this. Do y'all understand the late '90s Jordan is not the Jordan that y'all talking about with the Like that Jordan y'all talking about couldn't get to the rim like that. That's why he had to go to the post-up moves and shoot mid-range shots. He was not the same guy from 91 and 89.
I didn't say he was.
So when he came back in 95, he didn't. You can't say that him and what's it called played the same. Him and Penny Hardaway didn't play the same in that era. Penny Hardaway is nowhere. That's what I'm saying. So if you're going to tell me Penny Hardaway and Michael Jordan says similarities from the 80s, Michael Jordan, it's no different than Malik Monk.
I didn't say that at all, Jim. I don't know what you talking about.
So why are you bringing up? Why did you bring up Penny? What does Penny have to do with this?
No, I said being more skilled does not make you the better player because of the other things that matter that makes you dominant. I mentioned Penny because Penny was just as skilled as Jordan during the time he was healthy, but Jordan was considered better because he had other advantages to his game. So it don't matter how skilled you are to me. That don't make you better. No, there's other things that matter.
So you're saying Penny was as skilled of a defender as Jordan in the 90s?
He wasn't as skilled as Jordan at all. I don't know where he's getting that from.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
He shared some similarities with Jordan, but he was not as skilled as Jordan.
Hold on. We can make an argument Penny was more skilled than Jordan. What are y'all talking about?
Who made that argument?
Based on what?
We're gonna end the show. Hardaway was a better passer than Jordan.
Okay, passing. Okay, so he's a better passer than Jordan. What other skill level? What other skill level did Penny Hardaway possess?
A post game, mid-range shooting, attacking the back. It's Penny Hardaway.
Penny Hardaway had a post up game.
Yeah. I'm done. Bro, oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
Look at this is the new. We're seeing takes like this. Jamal Murray is a better passer, dribbler, shooter than Jordan. He's better in the screen game. Clown takes like that are what becomes when we start here arguing.
Nobody said Jamal Murray. Nobody's saying he's better than Jordan. If we're talking skill set, yes. Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, yes.
All those guys were compared to Michael Jordan because they could dunk.
You guys, that's not it. That's not just it, Johnny. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
That is the facts. That is the facts. None of y'all. Wait a minute. Mark Jackson could post up. Nobody compared that to Michael Jordan.
Because he couldn't score.
Because he couldn't dunk. Because he couldn't dunk the basketball. Nobody was looking at Penny in 95 and saying, yo, Michael Jordan and Penny share a post game because Jordan didn't have a post game until 96, 97, 98. He had to develop that because he couldn't dunk. Jordan was not post.
To say Jordan didn't have Green. No one compared Gerald Green.
Jordan had no post game before 1995.
That is wild. You're lying. Why are you lying?
Yeah, you gotta stop saying that too. Why are you saying that?
Damn, Johnny, that's just terrible.
Bro, I watch Michael Jordan games. I've been watching Michael Jordan games.
Y'all are trying to say under 200-pound Jordan is posting up against centers in the 80s, bro. Come on now.
Not centers. There is no triangle offense running 91, 92, 19, especially when they were playing with Doug Collins.
Triangle offense in the
that had Jordan posting up, a high post up with Jordan. Wait, when Jordan gets the ball on the bull symbol, he's facing up. He's not turning his back and dribbling the ball backwards and getting into. That was until later into Jordan's career. Jordan's career is dunking the basketball and getting to the rim, not posting up.
Jordan, for his first three-peat, was mid-range demon. He didn't dunk. The Air Jordan is 80. Air Jordan is 80s. Jordan can still get to the basket in the early 90s, but he's a mid-range demon in the early 90s. Post game, catch and shoot, off the ball. Like, what do you? Y'all don't watch Jordan.
I think I'm gonna watch Jordan. I'm gonna go watch the 91 finals, the 92 finals, the 93 finals, and watch how many mid-range jump shots Michael Jordan was taking. No. I did 88 because he brought up 91, 92, and 93.
I did that. Remember when we watched Jordan in the 80s, in the 90s versus Utah when we showed the film.
I know that.
And everyone said that we showed the best game.
Utah wasn't 91, 92, or 93. Utah was 97.
Like I said, we showed the 80s, we showed the early 90s, and we showed the 97 and 98. We showed them all. And we showed that the 97,
we showed the 90. We showed the 92 finals. We showed the 92 finals. Yeah.
93.
No, you showed the
clips.
game with
Show clips.
We didn't show. We showed all his shots. We showed all of his shots.
No, you
yes,
didn't.
we did.
No,
I
you
had
showed-
all of
Yeah, we
his
did.
30 plus
Yes, we
shots.
did. It's one of our most highly rated shows. We did. He showed the Phoenix. He showed the Phoenix game when Jordan scored. He showed the clinching game in Phoenix, the clinching game in Portland, and the clinching game in Utah. We did that. I remember that. And y'all were mad at us. Y'all were mad at us.
The 97, the 98. I showed the 86 when he scored 63, and the earlier finals. And the
Wait, you showed nearly 30 games. You showed nearly 30 finals games. Is that what you telling me?
Not 35. No, I'm gonna do that. I'm finna show you those games. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna go 91,
Johnny,
92, 93.
Hey Johnny, did you forget our experiment? Because unlike these Zesty Jeffreys, I'm actively still trying to watch as many playoff Jordan games because of the exercise.
Are you charting his shots? Are you charting his shots?
Yes, I'm not done. No,
Okay.
I'm not done.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. We're gonna because I'm going. I'm going to do it. Because in 1988, I already proved to y'all that majority of Michael Jordan's shots were coming inside the paint. That he rarely shot outside the paint, and when he did, it wasn't really that.
We're not talking about 80s Jordan. We're not talking about
I know that. And again, I'm talking about that 80s Jordan continued till 93. After 93, Jordan's game completely changed. When he was playing in 91, 92, 93, it didn't change. And when they were asking him about his three-point shot in 92, he said the same thing. I don't want to stay out here shooting. My game is getting to the rim, dribble penetration. That's my game. That's what y'all don't even listen to Jordan when he talks.
That's a he shot 50% from mid.
He did make adjustments.
They didn't have no record of Michael Jordan's mid-range in 91, 92, 93.
Okay, so
Jordan never shot 50% from mid-range. The highest he ever shot was 49%. That was in 97. Every other year other than that, it was under 45.
So okay,
you had it at 50%. No, you had it at 50% at 97.
So when my kids
49%. 49. They like to round up, Mac. They like to round up.
No,
but
you
it's
could pull it up.
49%.
It had 50% on there.
So I did the numbers. It's 49%. I did it already. It's 49% from mid-range.
Don't you have the page to bring it up?
Yeah, I can bring it up.
No. But back there, so like the tracking stats, it started from 96 where we can get the exact accuracy how he was from mid-range. Prior to that, it didn't exist. So that's no, just because another thing too. The absence, the evidence, not the evidence, the absence.
No, hold on. This is what I'm saying. When they started tracking in 96, you're right. In 97, when he shot in 96 and in 97, when he shot 50% from the mid-range, his field goal percentage was below 50 because he shot threes as well.
Again, in 1997, Michael Jordan's mid-range was 40. Michael Jordan's mid-range in 1997 was 49.2.
Pull it up.
It's 50.
It's on Basketball Reference.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. They only went to 96.
The picture of it. That's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm going off of. Is what you had on your channel. You put up the picture when he said Jordan had 50% from mid range. I'm going off.
Never said that. I've never said Michael Jordan shot 50% from mid range. I can bring it up. I got something here. Let me see if I can bring it up for you. But I never said Jordan shot 50% from mid range.
The stats prior to 96, they don't have it at the moment, bro. But like you have to watch those games and track it yourself.
In 97, he shot below 50% field goal percentage, right? Below 50, but his mid range was 50%. I'm just gonna think that okay, if he shoots below 50% and he's still shooting 50% from mid range, what about the seasons where he shot 53% field goal percentage? 54% field goal percentage. I'm going to think like, yeah, he was probably shooting 50% from the mid-range as well.
Because he's going to the rim more than he's getting to the basket more than he couldn't do that in 97. He did not have the same first step. Michael Jordan first. That's the facts, bro. That's just the facts.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, you keep bringing up his mid-range percentage, but his finishing at the rim is below average because of the 3 years that they got in the 90s and not all the years that they got in the 80s. Like he's a better inside player than he is a mid-range player.
All right.
I'm not
Mac
going.
F. Okay, LeBron shot 54% from the field this year. Do you think he shot 50% from the mid range this year? Well, last
I don't
season.
know.
Hell
Probably.
no.
Mac.
No,
You say no.
LeBron is not a
And
mid-range shooter.
so that doesn't always correlate. Just because you shoot high from the field goal percentage, don't mean you're
Because
going to
I
shoot
think
over
LeBron shoot
50%
like
from the
36%
No,
mid
because
range.
LeBron don't shoot from the mid-range. We all know LeBron James is 40% from the mid-range for his career.
Who gives a fuck?
We know that because they got a track of it. There's no track of Jordan's.
You higher from the field goal doesn't mean you're going to shoot higher from the mid
Mark,
range.
I want to know how is Jamal Murray supposed to make an All-Star team when he's scoring 20 points a game on garbage efficiency? Like, why is he supposed to make an All-Star game? And especially in the playoffs when he's shooting 40%. Come on, like, and he's like averaging like 4 assists and 5 points. Like, how is he supposed to be a better passer and dribbler than Mike, having worse efficiency, both regular and postseason? Like, say he didn't make it. Him not making an All-Star game is crazy. No, the crazy is that terrible take.
All right, here we go. Here, listen. Here it is.
Yeah, that's the graphic.
49.5.
Okay. Listen, from 10 feet to 14 feet, right? If you just want to do that, that's not counting the 15 feet. Because remember, the NBA does it by 5 feet intervals. If you're gonna say the mid range is only 10 to 14 feet, then he shot 51% from there in '97. But if you count the 15 foot, and that's if you go to basketballreference.com, you'll see Jordan shot 49.2% in '97 from 10 to 15 feet, which is what mid range is.
That's still impressive. Like,
Nobody's saying that. Nobody said. But we only did it. But he only did it 1 year, and as you can see, the years after that, they were all under 45%. So at the end of the day, Michael Jordan's mid-range shooting is good. No one said it's not good, but this is late in his career. This is when he was really good at it. In the 80s, in the late 80s and the early 90s, he wasn't that good of a shooter. So it's not going to be this good. That's what you look, because look what he was shooting.
50%.
Look what he was shooting when he was 38, 39. He was shooting 41%, 42%. What do you think Michael Jordan was shooting in 1989? You think he was shooting 42% from mid-range? No, it was worse than that because he couldn't shoot from the areas.
Well, hey, Johnny, to be fair to McDuff, we don't know if he shot worse or better. We just don't know yet.
No, that is 50%. No matter how y'all slice it.
This is what we know. We know Michael Jordan shot under average and about 60% at the rim during these eras. They got it recorded. We know for a fact Jordan was not shooting that in the 80s and the early 90s. He was way better than that. So that means he had to be worse. So that means he had to. So that means he had to be worse. Of course, same in the early 90s. Again, every footage and highlights we watch of Michael Jordan, it's of him getting to the lane and dunking. The famous footage of him versus Magic Johnson is what? A layup. The only time we see Michael Jordan taking shots, I know, yeah, all his because that's what he does. That's what he does best. When we gonna find, and we take highlight reels of Stephen Curry. You think they're gonna show us him dunking and layups? No, they're gonna show you him shooting threes because that's what he does best.
Yeah, but that's why you gotta watch the games.
We're not gonna say Stephen
highlights not gonna show you all the shots. No, highlights not gonna show you all the shots, Johnny.
One of them was a dunk.
You think they're gonna show LeBron James mid-range and layups?
Talking about this crap.
They did it for the Pacers.
Let's get up. All right, let's get up out of here because we are done. We're done. Let's start with our last take. We'll start with you, Craig, and we're gonna get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on another great Sunday afternoon because I know football is on and some folks want to get to their game. 4 o'clock is about to kick for some games. So, Craig, give us your last take before we get up out of here, brother, please.
Listen, Jordan is relevant whether LeBron James is an NBA player or not. That's just simple. Yes, you're gonna have them talk about each other because they're both in the GOAT debate. Like if you say LeBron's the GOAT, I'm not mad at it. If you say Jordan's the GOAT, I'm not mad at it. He's like everybody said, he 1A, 1B. So yeah, that's my take. And yeah, sign up, subscribe, do all that good stuff.
Thank you, appreciate you. All right, Travis, your take. Go ahead, brother.
I just want to very quickly. I mean, like, I don't have no problem if you don't think Jordan's like the most skilled player ever. But when you say a player like Jamal Murray is more skilled than him, and like you name something like dribbling, passing, shooting, but none of the metrics of that line up, and in fact he's significantly worse than not only Jordan but most of his peers, and you say it's crazy that he hasn't been selected to the All-Star game. I mean, especially based on his regular season, he's like he's freakishly less efficient. That just says that you don't actually watch the games or you just have a grudge against Michael Jordan being like considered in the GOAT debate. Come with a better take. Use something like Kevin Durant, something where they can't really argue against you because that's just a trash take.
All right, shout out to you. Thank you, Travis. All right, King John, any last words, brother?
Yes, Gilbert Arenas responded to some in my Instagram page. He told somebody, he said in 1989 in a GQ article, they said Jordan was the GOAT. That was Gilbert's response, them saying that they wasn't saying that Jordan was the GOAT in '89.
GQ, that's not even a sports magazine. That's some.
Yeah, but he was responding to somebody
like Fashion
saying,
Week.
He was responding to somebody saying that they wasn't saying Jordan was the GOAT in '89, but he responded to it in my Instagram.
People say Trump was the greatest president of all time on the news. You gonna believe it?
I never heard nobody say that in the news. I ain't get that one.
Oh my God! Y'all bringing up political. We had a Bible scripture brought in. Now we talking about Trump. Let's let Twin Man in. Go ahead, Twin Man. What's your last words?
From my brother Ace 30, Kobe Bryant is not a top 10 player of all time. Stop putting him in the conversation.
Amen, brother.
Shout out to Gilbert. Shout out. I can't stand you, Travis. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas, bro, for telling the truth, for actually being willing to have the hard conversations. Because again, what he's saying is absolutely true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're talking about business, basketball, or personal life. It will pull Jordan's name into something that revolves around LeBron James. So is he correct that Jordan is relevant today because of LeBron? To an extent, he is absolutely correct. So let's stop the cap and let's just admit that. And again, Kobe Bryant is not a top 10 player. Good night.
Damn. Kobe catching strays.
That's crazy. Sturdy, any last words? Go ahead, brother. Plug in your show as well.
It's your boy Sturdy. Help turn y'all shaking takes to become more sturdy. Y'all can catch me on the crossover every Wednesdays. It's coming later this year, hopefully, Travis. But you can talk on the crossover every Wednesday at 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Y'all know my phrase. Y'all stocking on the top 5 point guard. Gary West is a point guard. Played 10 years as a point guard. Do not let these old dudes lie to y'all. And most importantly, be a critical thinker. Don't be lazy. Do your research. Formulate your own opinion. Reading is fun to mental. It's fun to mental. Also, Giants got washed. Man. They started.
Damn, the Giants, man. I'm over here getting my butt kicked because somebody got somebody. Who the Giants playing against? Minnesota? They got Minnesota.
Doesn't matter. It's 28-6 right now. They're getting washed, Twin Man. What you want to say?
It's horrible. All right, Ishmael. Any get out of here, you New Yorkers. Go ahead, Ishmael. Any last words?
Yeah, I don't know what the last conversation was really about. Basketball is not a talent show. So production always is better than any talent. I don't know what else. I mean, like, you have all the talent in the world and you can still break shots. So that's great. I wanted to say that I think that a lot of people. I just think it's been a natural thing in comparison to LeBron. Would I say that naming LeBron makes Jordan relevant? No, I think that Jordan is relevant, in terms in the basketball world for sure without LeBron James. But it just so happens that maybe he makes him more relevant than necessary in terms of LeBron James' accomplishments. Every time LeBron accomplished something, Jordan is always named. Even like when LeBron won his 3rd gold medal, they still bring up bronze today. It's just weird, even though he has more gold medals than Jordan now. So that's how it is, I guess. That's all I can pretty much say on that one.
Damn, no doubt. Thank you so much there, Ishmael, for your support. New World, your last take, please, brother.
Well, to my earlier point, like I agree with Ishmael because he kind of said it a little bit better than I did. Like your skill set doesn't matter if you don't have the production, and your skill set directly influences your production. I don't think you can take away stats when you're talking about people's skill sets because your skills, you're gonna have it. Your skills dictate your impact on the game, and that's how you get production. But going back to the fact that the main topic, I think Jordan would have always been relevant, you know, because you would have still been having people like if LeBron, like let's say LeBron never like was drafted in 2003. Let's say he went to go play football instead. Like I still think Jordan would have been relevant, but I don't think he would have been as talked as much as he is now, especially, you know, after LeBron's just done all the great things that he's done and basically, you know, put himself in that GOAT conversation. So, you know, I think that, you know, I think he embraces it. I don't have any issue with it as a LeBron fan. I don't think he has an issue with it. And, you know, it was an interesting talking point for sure. Shout out to all you guys on the panel.
Indeed. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. My boy B. Lee. We come together every Sunday with the panel. As you guys see, we talk the game of basketball. It's the only place where the actual GOAT debate could actually be civil and we could actually get our points across without any silliness. So I appreciate all you gentlemen that showed up today. Shout out to Mike Peak. Shout out to Mingo Jester. All you guys that eventually got out of here. Thank you for listening to us. We appreciate you so much. Any last words, Brandon? You muted. My bad. I had
all right. All right. Yeah. We are gonna have a Johnny debate these clowns over here. MJ fans are the best. We're trying to figure it out when we're gonna do it. I did suggest we have a dual show on the 22nd of this month, so they could figure that part out. It should be fun. So hopefully that'll happen this month. I know they're trying to run from us, but we're gonna track their ass down, and we're gonna have this debate live. So it's gonna be hilarious.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question? I understand y'all debating, but how come you ain't put Travis, Big Craig, and King John behind y'all, bro? Like, what? They part of GJK too.
Yeah, they're part of GJK's show.
Yeah.
They part of everything. They part of the movement. They part of the community. They part of everything.
No, they speak for themselves. King John speaks for himself. He has his own throne, his own kingdom. Travis and Craig are MJ delegates. They're here to keep the show in short.
Not about debate LeBron is better than Jordan to these clowns.
No, they're not debaters.
Yeah, no. And
I thought it'd be cool if you put Travis like a how can I put it, like an Ant-Man costume or something. Like give Craig a Blade costume.
They don't like
King John.
They don't like that.
King John like Green Lantern or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like help them out too, man.
Jokers.
All right, before we get up out of here, Ace 30. What superhero will we make Craig?
Blade, bro. His graphic. Just go with the graphic.
No, I know. I know. We would make him. What's the guy that shoot the arrows? What's his name? Black. What's his name?
Well, you're gonna make him Hawkeye. That's
Hawkeye. Make him Hawkeye. Is that what you're saying? Make him Hawkeye.
No, I said make him Blade. Don't make him Hawkeye.
You said Blade. Oh, Blade. We can make him Blade. Blade works fine with Blade. Works fine. Craig is a nighttime.
Blade don't pay his taxes.
All right. What about Travis? What superhero you want us to make Travis? Juggernaut. We make him Juggernaut.
Iron Man. What?
Black
Horse.
Black
Iron Man.
Black Panther.
Okay. What about
he could be Howard. Travis could be Howard.
I got a Craig is the Falcon and T Perfect is Ant-Man. There you go.
Oh, that is hilarious. And what about King John? What do we make King John?
Oh, King John.
Make him the Thor.
Make him Thor.
Iron Man.
Make him Thor.
I don't know.
War Machine.
War Machine is good.
Oh wait. So wait. That's not fair. Just because Craig and John are black, don't mean they got to be the black superheroes. What y'all doing? That's not fair.
You're a black superhero. What you talking about?
Listen. I'm the only light skinned person allowed.
Black superhero.
No, listen. I'm the only
Black Panther.
Listen. I'm the only light skinned person allowed in Wakanda. That's why I'm Black Panther. That's why I'm the only light skinned person allowed in Wakanda.
Hey Johnny, you're the only black superhero on the whole graphic.
Bucky, he's over there.
Because I'm Black Panther. I am the one that saved the world. I got all the resources. I got everything ready to go. I'm
you
ready.
Want to share them with your neighbors? We get it.
By myself, I'm gonna take on the whole DC and MCU world, villain world by myself.
Just like the GOAT, he could do everything by himself, right?
By myself, I am King T'Challa himself. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And Brandon is Batman because he got all the gadgets, he has all the tools and all the resources too. So and LeBron is Captain America. We know LeBron's Captain America because he's the flag bearer, 3-time gold Olympian, the man, the GOAT. And then we know we got the little Mike. Who is Michael Jordan? What is Michael Jordan over there? Who is that, Brandon? Who's Michael Jordan?
Superman.
He's the old ass. Who you think it is? He's old in this one. Magneto.
He's old. Oh, he's old Mag. Oh yeah, he's Magneto. Trying to move bridges to free all the criminals in Alcatraz.
There's Poison Ivy as that's the angry man.
That
then
Joker's
we got
cool.
Harley Quinn. Then we got
Young Miami.
Nick was the Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, the Joker and the Riddler.
Harley Quinn.
That's what we do best. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are tired of hearing all these idiots talk about all this nonsense, but they can't talk basketball, come to GOAT James Kingdom. Thank you for joining us on another Sunday. Peace and blessings. If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.